I caught myself being muted before it went bad. Hi, I'm here. Hello. I'm a little bit early. We certainly have to wait a little bit. It's not up yet. The damn game's loud. Okay, that's better. Hi. There's still 5 minutes until the server, or like 4 minutes until the server goes up. So yeah, a little bit of a wait. So, hello, how's everybody doing? I've been waiting for this. That's what I'm gonna play today and tomorrow. Finally anniversary. The event for EN is usually, sadly hi Pokel. Sadly, the EN anniversary and the JP anniversary are really close behind each other. So EN usually doesn't get as good of a anniversary as the other servers, but oh well, it's still a good event. The event is French. We finally got Clemenceau, and 2 of the new ships are witches. 2 of the new ships are witch themed. So I hope the gacha luck is gonna be good. Yeah. Also, right now I am the only streamer on Kick that is streaming Azur Lane. I was curious to see what it actually shows if I was to look up myself from the outside, but right now I'm the only one streaming Azur Lane. Which representation, oh yeah. Man. Sadly my witch videos is not doing so good. I am currently the top Kick Azur Lane streamer. As of right now, I am the best streamer in the Kick category of Azur Lane. Because there is no one else. Yeah. Sadly, it's only the first half of the event as usual. The second half comes out tomorrow, so tomorrow's gonna be the second half. If the event isn't long enough, then you're just gonna play a bit of Arknights, I would say, as usual. Let me do something. Let me just fucking screenshot that I'm the only person streaming this. Well, you see, yes. let me just like screenshot this. I'm gonna show it to my friends. I actually have a question towards people. So let's hope it doesn't get a knee-jerk reaction, but as you saw, I posted that stupid picture on my community tab. The reason why I was playing around with AI was because I had a funny idea. I was wondering if it would be a fun stream idea to feed certain prompts to an AI to see how close it can get to an actual existing character. But then I realized that is probably a bad idea, because then I'm using AI to replicate someone else's character they created. I know that there is a few artists where like I'm very aware they don't like the people doing that. And even though it would just be for fun, I wouldn't repost it or anything. I think it's probably not the best idea, but I think it would be fun. It's just that it's probably a bit controversial. Oh my god, no. Holy shit. I cannot stand AI stuff, not gonna lie. The AI stuff, that's the thing, it doesn't look terrible anymore. It's like, it can actually produce some really fucked up good stuff, where it's like, holy shit, wait, this was made by AI. A few months ago, at the start of the year, it was producing the absolute worst garbage, but by now, it's gotten too good. It's scary. So yeah, that's kind of the issue, where I think the idea would be fun, but there is a lot of artists that do not want people to create artworks of their characters. It has been done with AI, therefore I will not do it. Simple as that. Also, the servers should be up now. So let's get to... My game is out of date! And my game is out of date! So let's just do that again. Ah, damn it. L. Absolute L. Create your own. Yeah. I did play around with that for a while, but it's just not fun if I just tell the AI, hey, create X, Y. It's just not funny, because like the joke would be in like how close can it actually get? But if you don't have a pre-existing character, then what's the point of doing that? Therefore the idea is cancelled. But yeah, takes a moment to update. Here we go. 5th anniversary. Pimp Dialga. Yo, I've drawn Pimp Dialga and no one was there. Skip. I'm not reading these stories. They're just a waste of time. Got it. Yada yada. Ooh, the rewards are so good. 600 gems, an oath ring. Nice. I think there was actually an accident when they announced this reward for the anniversary. They accidentally put the 600 of the gems to the 600. Yes, it is actually good. That is 3 times stock space. That is 30 ship slots that you can get. And instead of like the blueprints were there. Oh, sorry. Then I don't remember anymore. I'm sorry, I don't want to excuse anyone. But yeah, I actually made a Pimp Dialga emote on Kick. There's a Pimp Dialga there. You were there too? But I remember people being there for Pimp Dialga. Wait, no, it was the same stream. It was the same stream. I'm misremembering. Yeah, you all were there. I think there was another one that I did where I also was drawing stuff, and it was just like at such a random time that it was probably not even predictable that I would be online at all. No, for Dialga everyone was there. I remember. I'm sorry. I was thinking of something else. I think the Water Miss Mages I did was a stream where I was just sitting there with 0 viewers. Happens. Also, we got Fate Simulation for PR5. I'm sorry, forgive. No! I had a lapse in my judgment. Please. Ruprecht is actually now the dedicated Iron Blood healing ship. Finally, after all this time. They put healing on her for the fleet, which was something that Ironblood was just not having. Yeah. She basically constantly shoots. Now she does recover HP. It's not really the best healing in the game. 3 pulls? Don't think so, no. It's not really the best healing in regards to ships that can heal, but for Ironblood, no one else can do this right now. So Ironblood people, rise up. So next one is Haben. Haben is so cute. Oh my god, I love her so much. Yeah, I was running a lot of times another healer in my... Whoops. She's not level 100. I can't unlock it therefore. Whoops. Live, love in these conditions. I'm sorry. So, is she level? Yeah, she's also level 100. Okay, I have enough blueprints, but I do not have them at level 100. It is what it is. Yeah, I'm currently farming for Shimanto. I need to make a fleet for her because my current fleet is just a bit too high level. For the event, it's just overkill. If I'm taking the weakest ship, it's gonna be overkill anyway. So, just do this. It's gonna be a bit of maintenance before we actually get to the pulling. Also, if the sound is too silent or too loud, please tell me. Oh god, I fucking hate these cats. I hope the cats just get deleted from the game. No one needs them. So. Why are they so thick? This is Azur Lane. What do you expect? The current skins that got added, they have the sports theme. They are sport themed. So, let's build. It's not what we want. We are looking for the new friendships. Bonjour, baguette. Show poke Atago? That was Azuma. Hey, look, it's my country. That's a bunch of fails. I need to expand my dog one moment. Dog expansion there. We can also marry a ship girl. I have now a ring lying around. We can just slap that on someone. Clemenceau! First one! Oh! Nice! Nice! Her artist was finally be freed from drawing for Arknights. There we go. She is the big one. Show poke beach. I don't have Shinano skins. We can look through skins later. So yeah, Clemenceau, the big prize, we got her. Leon, the first witch. The first witch. Here we go. We need a few more. We need Guishan. I have no fucking idea of Hollands. We don't need to pull for Panlev because I can get that from the event shop, and we need Suffren. So one super rare and one elite we need. I'm out of coins. Shit, I didn't farm money. Oh no, I didn't farm money, did I? Oh yeah, right, also the theme. Yeah, buy that out. Buy all. Yeah, okay. So, yeah. Let me just collect some stuff. Also, this ship is for these rewards. She's free too. Oh, I like the music. Oh, it's a cool music. Castle? Oh, right. The celebrations for the anniversary. Google is down? What? This is anniversary stuff. I'm not reading that out. Oh, this is... I forgot she has that skin. Man, not gonna lie. Emil, in my opinion, is the ugliest ship in the entire game. I'm gonna shoot some bullets here. Emil is, she looks so goddamn deformed. She is so skinny, you can see her ribs in her other artworks, and her head, her skull looks like those old anime shitposts where a girl had such big eyes that people like painted her skull and it was just all fucked up. That's what Emil looks like to me. She's just ugly as shit. Sorry. Sorry for the Emil fans out there. I just think Emil is ugly. If you like her, good for you. I don't. It's harsh, but I just think she's ugly. She looks better in some other artworks, but most of them that she has is a bit rough, buddy, not gonna lie. A bit rough. I'm just quickly reading this. It's just anniversary things, and I don't want to like read it out loud because that's gonna be enough reading I have to do anyway. God, Jan is so beautiful. Like, not gonna lie, the French ships are basically my second favorite ship designs in the entire game. They look so goddamn cool. Yeah, there will be enough reading. Oh yeah, also on topic of reading, it's very likely I won't be streaming on Saturday. I know I said that I will continue my Persona 4 run on Saturday. However, I was invited by my family over for barbecue. Simple as that. I haven't seen them in a while, so I'm gonna go visit because they asked me to come. I can't click on. Oh, I should put her here. Oh, they wanna put somewhere. Okay, she wants love. She wants cake. And you want drink. Okay. Collect. Ah, collect. Special? That's probably stuff that unlocks over time. Oh, wait, yeah, I know what this is. This is a free ship. You can get one of these ships. Wait, no, you can't. This is not. Never mind, this is not something I thought it is. Never mind. Forget what I said. You're not gonna get Musashi for free. So, minigame. Yeah, it's just having problems. What am I supposed to do? Oh. Just collecting balls. What the fuck is this mean? Oh, wait, yeah, okay, it's shaking. It's shaking. I was like, what the fuck is this minigame? Big ball. Oh, wait, no, this is a trap. This is a weird minigame, not gonna lie. It is what it is. I don't know what crack they were smoking making this, but okay. Man, Azur Lane minigames either are really fun or just plain weird, and this is the plain weird category. They actually finally archived all the minigames. They added in a arcade where you can just play them. And you can get old gear skins from doing that. Okay, how long is this going? Oh, I'm dead. Okay, it's going until I'm dead. I'm dead now. Cool. Now I got this thing to give to someone. Games. Oh, gacha games are just high on crack anyway. Like always. Always. Oh, I'm gonna give my wife Bismarck. Send gift. Oh, wait, I first need to invite her. Wait. Do I need to put her face here? I'm gonna put that. No, wait. No. I'm gonna put it in there. And then this. Cool. Don't know what the point of that was. Send. I appreciate you coming to see me. Still have many places to be. It must be tiring. I'm so up my neck. Work as well. Support makes both of us busy bees for the day. Pet. Pet. Oh wait. Invite her. Of course, I promise I'll be at the banquet. Bismarck, my beloved. Ha! We got a special cutscene with her, I guess. Sorry, it's just a bit of the maintenance stuff before we get to the story for the actual event. Oh yeah, Instagram is a thing in the Azur Lane universe. It's called Justagram. And it's actually a thing in game. I haven't looked at it in like over a year or something. But it's basically whenever there's an event, there's a new Justagram post where like ships literally use it as if it's Instagram and you can leave comments on it. Yeah. Let's talk to Bisco. I actually have that skin. It was one of the like first few skins I ever bought. Like, not gonna lie, I was very much against the entire thing of just like ever spending money in a game until I played Azur Lane. Was like, fuck, I want some of these skins. And then that's like one of the very first ones I bought. I was like, fuck, I want it. And then the skin left and I didn't buy it. I was like, damn, I wanted to buy that skin. I regret it. And then I bought it when it came back. So yeah, she's my beloved waifu. Also, what they also finally added with this update is that if there's multiple versions of a ship, if they have oath skins, the oath skin is now shared. You can use it on the other ship, as long as they're also oathed. It's no longer just exclusive. Spain. Yeah, archiving takes a while. Reruns and archives take a long time, sadly. Why does it sound sinful? Oh, you pure innocent child. Do not look it up. Do not. If you want something horny, just go to a character AI, put in like nude something something, and you will get some. You will get some loots. Yeah, boy, we're on a date. There she is! Woo! So what now? Can I give her a gift? I can give her a gift. There. She likes music, yay! Oh, it's not another cutscene. Okay. Finally letting loose. Happy waifu, happy lifeu indeed. But something that surprises me, honestly, is that Bismarck doesn't have an oath skin. Oath skins are kinda rare to get made anyway, and a lot of, like, oath skins get, like, it's like a fucking lottery of randomness who gets an oath skin. For some characters, like, yeah, this character is gonna get an oath skin, right? And then they get one. But then other characters who you're like 100% expecting to get an oath skin don't. And then some random ass elite ship that no one has used in 1,000 years gets an oath skin. Where it's like, huh? What is going on? And there's ships like Bismarck, who don't get one, who are so goddamn iconic to the game. It's wild. I think in general, Ironblood ships don't have really oath skins. I think the only ship that has an oath skin, like only 2 ships are Prince Eugen and Nimi. Oh yeah, ambulance level. Yeah, collect that. So, okay. It's just weird, like the entire oath skin system is just a bit strange. Like who gets it and who doesn't. 1 second, gonna help out my guild. So, let's look at the 2 ships that we pulled. So, there is Lyon. Look at this artwork! I like the head, it's really cool. It's like it's like hollow, just like a frame with a flame inside. Friendship have such good designs. And then obviously Clemenceau. She's like evil Richie. She looks like a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Honestly, yeah, she does. Yeah, evil Richie. Let me show you guys the skins that got released with this bunch. So, this is for Clemenceau, the skin. It's a Life to D1, like a golf cabbie. This one is pretty cool for Enterprise. Diver suit. I really like this one. It's really nice. It's creative. like in general, Enterprise always ends up with some of the best skins. A lot of times they are like just tactical cool, or like practical in a way, in a good way. This is pretty boring, not gonna lie. It's a Life to D swimsuit, but the swimsuit is just like the most generic shit I've ever seen. Boring skin. The waves look so goofy. It's also because it is in the shop. If it's like actually in the... when you have bought it and actually put it in the front of your screen, it probably is made for that. It doesn't look good in the shop a lot of times. This one is for Penleaf. Like, you can see what it is. It's her doing... It's ass. It's ass, okay? It's all ass. This one's pretty. It's ice thingamajig, ice skating. Another L2D one. It's just a sports outfit. What can you say? I don't like sports skins, I'll be honest. That's why I sound a bit negative. I just think they're boring as all hell. Yeah. It's just another sports outfit. It's not as much of sport, but more like a cheerleader outfit. This one is cool because this is her. Oh yeah, West Virginia got a retrofit. She now has a retrofit in game. To play with those skins. I see. This one is pretty cool. It's like an entire artwork for sisters and everything. It's so nice that she got a retro. Yeah. This one is actually for free. This skin is a login reward for 7 days. After 7 days, everyone can have the skin. And it's so beautiful. And it's just for free. So yeah, let me make a fleet and then we can go. These ships are just a bit too high level. So, Sakura Empire. What is the weakest Sakura ships I have lying around? They are still level 70 already. I'm just gonna go by levels. Oh, Tayo-chan. Oh, she's in action, never mind. There. Then these 3. There's a lot of destroyers. Like a lot of destroyers. Ooh, Hakoryu. I've never used her, I think. Holy shit, this fleet is overkill! This fleet has 2 ultra rares now in it! So, let me give them equipment. Oh, she has equipment? She too? She doesn't. I'm just gonna slap random stuff onto them, it doesn't matter. Doesn't fucking matter what I put on them. A bunch of stuff luckily lying around. Yeah, cool, look here, there's another one. It's kinda like the standard stuff I slap onto things. Okay, good, I have Destroyer. I have Destroyers. I wasn't sure if I had the D guns just lying around. I probably don't have torpedoes. Yeah, I don't have many torpedoes. I don't have much AA. Just gonna give them a repair set. Like, they're just gonna be level carried anyway. There. Need to steal someone's AA guns. Whoops. Don't have enough lying around. Yeah. So let's put the Roomba on them. Who doesn't need it? You don't need it. So... There's Diet Furry. Oh, the Japanese ships, all of them are something with animal ears. The Japanese ships are kinda, mythological themed overall. But yeah, there is a lot. Basically, all of them have some kind of animal or demon theming. All of them. Also, looks familiar, doesn't she? So, you saw? Remember? Remember this look. Now I'm gonna show you another character. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. I will tell you when you can open it again. Where is she? There. You can open your eyes again. There's a story behind why they look so similar. So the character, from what I know, is Kawakaze is inspired by Fubuki. And when they had the collaboration, that's why Fubuki has the rigging of Kawakaze. That's why they look so similar. They're kinda connected in a funny way. Yeah, it's basically the same picture. Fubuki and edgy Fubuki. Oh, you just steal torpedoes. You don't need them. You don't need them. I mean, yeah, it's like, and I know it's just, didn't know what else to call it, honestly. Edgier Fubuki? Edgy Fubuki? You have gear, you have gear. Okay, they all have gear. This is kind of naughty twin stereotype. Oh god. Okay, we can finally do the event. Never mind. Okay, I already have done them. Okay, good. We can finally do the event. I will read it out also. And so the war ended. Peace returned once again to this war-torn land and everyone lived happily ever after. It's a satisfying ending, isn't it? Just like every drama should have. Congratulations, Commander. Hip hip hooray. Now go enjoy the celebration. Enjoy this moment of peace. Yes, enjoy it while it lasts. Yes, it did have an open butt area. New Jersey is our honey. She calls us honey, and she also has a strip pole in another skin. She does give us a striptease in the bedroom. Here we go. Sadekna Empire. World Expo venue closing day. There's actually only one ship in the entire game who mentions having sex when you oath her. Chaklov, if in her post offline, she specifically does it's not even a fucking innuendo anymore. She just goes like, yeah, we fucking. We fucking. Colorful flags flutter in the breeze as I walk through the venue on this pleasant day. I can hear the uplifting fanfare of a band as I approach the Colosseum's entrance. The closing ceremony is about to start and people are starting to gather from all over. The excitement from the glamorous crowd is almost palpable from every corner of the Colosseum. You can really see why they call it the World Expo. Things were pretty quiet the last few days, so it totally slipped my mind how massive this event is. Even I feel like I'm about to get swept away by the excitement. Oh yeah, here's some lore context. The World Expo is the worst fucking plot point ever created in the entirety of Azur Lane. This plot point was put into action over a fucking year ago, and we haven't moved on in the timeline past this stupid point. And whenever there's an Italian event, it's about this stupid World Expo, and it's the biggest snooze fest of all time. It is the absolute worst garbage plot point in the entire game, because nothing happens. Whenever there's any event connected to the Italian or to the World Expo, just take your fucking pillow and go to sleep, because nothing is gonna happen in that event. Hehe, I really get to see you this bubbly, Memphis. I mean, all of our friends are here having fun. How could I not get into the festive mood? By the way, I think we should grab some souvenirs before the expo closes. Her Holiness Marco Polo will be speaking during the ceremony, so we want to hang on to everyone. Also, Marco Polo, worst fucking character in the entire game. I'm sorry, Italian fans, but you got the worst PR ship in the entire game. My condolences. Marco Polo is kinda framed as more of an antagonistic schemer in the story, but we all know she's not an antagonist. Because no ship girl is gonna ever be an antagonist. And she's like this high and mighty, insane Joker Giga Brain who is like 10 steps ahead of everybody. And everything is just so funny to her because she just knows the goddamn future and is so much more intelligent than everyone else. And whenever she's on screen, she's basically monologuing to herself of how little everybody knows, but she has the wisdom of 1000. And it's like, holy shit, shut the fuck up, woman. It's so bad. Every antagonistic faction in this game is just faceless schemas or Marco Polo. And it's just so annoying. Her Holiness. Do the people here normally call her that? Not even her own fucking faction likes Marco Polo. You know this as well, Commander? Yeah, it's so... Everyone here, including Memphis, seems a little too excited, don't you think? I quickly scan my eyes across the crowd in front of me. It's true, everyone seems a lot more fired up than normal. It's almost verge on fantastical. Oh god, W is the worst character. Man. Arknight's characters are really interesting, but it's always the worst ones that get popular in the community. W is just fucked in the head. She's just fucked in the head. Like, we know why she's fucked in the head, but there really isn't much to it. She's so goddamn boring, but she's like, haha, she's the crazy girl, but she's so goddamn boring. I can't exactly put my finger on it, but it's almost as if the over-the-top energy is hiding something sinister underneath. Something weird is going on. It may be the World Expo, but even then. Commander, what's gotten into you? Calling it weird is just rude. Her Holiness is going to appear today. So of course we're fired up. Now let's hurry and get those souvenirs before they sell out. Come on. Yeah, something's definitely not right. During the closing ceremony, Marco Polo arrives at the Colosseum to deliver a speech. Before I knew it, the three of us had taken our seats in the stands, Memphis' hands full of souvenirs. Wait, when did we come in here? If I usually play Stardew Valley, do it! Thank you all for gathering here today. I am Marco Polo of Sardegna. But I am also God's envoy to this land. Oh, what a joyous day it is. We no longer need to fight amongst ourselves. Also, yeah, I heard a sign, it's just evil Pope lady. Yeah. We no longer need to fear the sirens. The order of the world has been overturned. The supreme God has descended upon the world. As of now, we reside in his heavenly kingdom. Rejoice, all who have gathered here may equally witness his joy. Celebrate eternal peace. Celebrate the coming of a new age. Celebrate the glory of Sardegna. Celebrate Marco Polo. Celebrate God. Despite the absurdity of her speech, the entire venue erupts in uproarious, endless applause. The raw enthusiasm seems to fill earth, sea and sky, swelling to an eerie degree. I don't know what's going on here, but we need to put a stop to this. This doesn't make any sense. People aren't behaving the way they normally would. I quickly snatched Memphis' communicator away from her and connected to the amplifier on her rigging. Huh? How did you... No, stop, this is... With her speech interrupted, Marco Polo suddenly begins to panic. I can tell she knows exactly what's going on. Yeah, we're just a Giga Chat commander crashing the cult. But why is it so hard to keep my eyes open? Everything's starting to go black. Hey, finally, the arrival of the Black Sun. Nothing that has... This thing also has been teased for over a year by now. We had this fucking background screen giving weird visions to various characters of all factions for like a year. A black sun quietly burning in the dusky sky. I was just in a Colosseum, but before I knew it, the world around me had changed. Where am I? Is this a dream or a projection of my consciousness? It almost reminds me of the reality lens, that black sun. Judging by the black sun, this at least didn't seem to be the real world I knew. This is all too realistic for a dream, but so was the Colosseum from before. Though if nothing else, it at least doesn't look threatening. The music is pretty good though in the background, not gonna lie. I like this sinister orchestra, I love it, I'm a sucker for that. I don't feel any heat from the black sun, it's simply just there. Take a closer look. I stare deeply into the black sun's depth. It takes a while for my eyes to adjust and focus, but eventually something starts to come into view. Yeah, it doesn't really look like a sun. It's always been called a black sun, but it never looks like a sun, honestly. Is it some kind of machine? I can't see clearly, but it is possible that there's some sort of massive machine inside the black sun. What I see is only a small part of it, like the tip of an iceberg, concealing something so massive that it doesn't seem to be able to fit within this world. The realization sends goosebumps down my body, a sickening electric sensation creeping through my body. Yeah, it looks more like a black hole. Definitely. An exploding black hole. Pressure, darkness. As if I'm at the bottom of an ocean, in a bygone era I don't belong to. It feels so hard to breathe. This place is completely different from the silent, almost serene rolling of the black sun in the sky. At this rate I'm going to suffocate. Yo, tell me what operator you get. Just as I feel my consciousness about to slip away from me. Am I hearing wind chimes? I see. Shinano. A lot of cutscenes in this. I hear wind chimes by my ear. Wind, a breath of fresh air, pulling me away from the depth. The suffocating feeling disappeared, and this time I woke up in a peculiar space. Is this... Beneath a dark sky I see brightly colored torii gates stretching in the distance in front of me. The wind seems to come from both sides, sending waves crashing into each other. When I look up, I see inverted castles and pavilions hanging upside down, like projected mirages. Another dream. The vast city above me almost makes me wonder if I'm the one who's upside down. I look more closely at what seems to be hidden beneath the mirage-like structures and clouds, and a sense of déjà vu washes over me. Just like with the black sun, I seem to perceive something what the fuck? Imperceptible. A tip of an iceberg to something not of this world, something far larger than me. Wait, is that someone underneath the torii gate? Or, Shinano? I see a strange yet familiar figure, clad in black and red. She starts to turn around, seemingly having noticed my gaze. Black and red is not Shinano. I can't see her face or any discernible patterns on her clothes. But a sense of nostalgia seems to well up inside me. I try to call out to her, but she's gone before I can utter even a word. That could have been Akagi. And now there's Shinano. Who goes there? From behind me comes a voice I know well. Shinano. So it is you. That this one would see you again in my dreams. Fate works in mysterious ways. Do you know who that person over there was? The one wearing black and red? Yes, Akagi. A person wearing black and red? I apologize, but this one has seen no such thing. Bruh, that is literally the most iconic Sakura character! Black and red can only be Akagi! Literally no one else! It would be the first person this one has found in this world. Shinano knew many dream worlds, but even she didn't see everything that happened in all of them. Naturally, since they were dreams. Indeed, this dream is a gap between dreams, a connection between fiction and reality. It is a second hometown to this one, away from the real world. When visiting dreams, this one occasionally stops you along the way. However, this dream comes at an inconvenient time. This one will miss the World Expo's closing ceremony. So you're saying you fell asleep right before the closing ceremony? I heard you were here to represent the Sakura Empire. That is unfortunate. Have you come to the World Expo too? Oh, how delightful it is that the real commander has appeared in this one's dreams. Now that I think about it, it's uncanny that I'm in your dream. Especially if Niva isn't a figment of the other's imagination. This one did not expect to dream your dream, rather than dreaming of you. We have met a few times now, but this is the first time that this one can be certain. How exciting it is! Shinano, aircraft carrier of the Sakura Empire. She has a mysterious power that allowed her to dream of all realities. Long ago, when I was trapped with Archer Fish in the Mirror Sea, Shinano had saved us. Until that point, she'd considered her dreams as simple precognition or potential futures. The incident had changed her perspective on it though. If you have this dream often, then maybe it's more than just a dream. The upside down city, that mysterious machine in the distance, the black sun. And I keep hearing these strange wind chimes. This one has heard the chimes as well. However, it does not happen with every dream, only with some. It seems that they are a guide within the world of dreams. Follow the sound and you may have unusual dreams. This one often hears them when trying to escape nightmares. However, they do not always lead to good dreams. Just yesterday, this one dreamed of something terrifying. The wind chimes led this one to a world overhung by a golden sky and black sun. A sun that burned without heat, like a black hole that chilled the observer. You dreamed of the black sun too? Here's everything that happened until now. On the top of my head, I know that Ulrich dreams of the sun, Richelieu dreams of the sun, then one of the Russian leaders, I forgot her name, dreams of it. Yeah, fun playing Stadio. Out of from the US ships, I don't think we have one that dreams of them. They kind of like a full different story going on, and implacable dreams of it. This one was not the only one to dream of the black sun. Though it is a dream, the fact that it haunts more than this one means that it cannot be taken lightly. When dreaming of the black sun, this one heard someone else's voice. Alas, this one cannot remember well. After dreaming in the early morning, this one had abruptly fallen into the dream of the black sun. This one did not dream in between, and yet my memories. And you say that you suddenly found yourself dreaming too? Likewise, I don't have any vivid memories after early this morning. I left the Eagle Union Pavilion with the others and we were on our way to the Colosseum. And that's it. That is, assuming that speech I saw was just a dream too. You and this one are alike. This one hopes it was only a dream, but if it isn't a potential reality, then it may be disastrous. In other words, we need to do everything we can to keep it from becoming reality. Once you awaken from the dream we share. I heard the wind chimes again. Could this be the sound that leads one to awakening? Commander, we must speak again in the real world at the World Expo venue. Call this number. Yeah, it's gonna be the next event for the Japanese anniversary. It's just a setup for it, honestly. So yeah. Hello? No. Oh! Oh, this looks cool. Oh, we actually have a map in the background of the Mediterranean. Huh. What the fuck is that? That is a new enemy. Oh, my dock space is still kept. Sword. Let me just retire the dupes real quick. Fleet 4 and 5. Here we go. Reality, Sadekna Empire, World Expo venue. Closing day. Colorful flags flutter in the breeze as I walk through the venue on this pleasant day. I can hear the uplifting fanfare of a band as I approach the Colosseum's entrance. You can really see why they call it the World Expo. Or are we stuck in a fucking time loop? Things were pretty quiet the last few days, so it totally slipped my mind how massive this event is. Even I feel like I'm about to get swept away by the excitement. Hehe, I rarely get to see you this bubbly, Memphis. I mean, all of our friends are here having fun. How could I not get into the festive mood? Familiar sights, familiar conversations, but with one key difference. This is no dream. Commander, you don't look too good. Are you feeling sick? Commander, are you okay? Physically I'm fine, but I have to do something about what I saw in that dream. Memphis, you wanted to shop for souvenirs before the closing ceremony? Yeah, how did you know? Normally people would think you're crazy if you tried to tell them that you saw something in a dream and needed to prevent it from in real life. Honestly, guessing that someone wants to go for shopping souvenirs isn't really a surprising twist of events. Given the situation though, I had no choice but to give them a quick and dirty explanation. Okay, I'm lost. Commander, what are you going on about? You really do look sick. I call for a medic right away. They're used to supporting me, so it's going to be hard to convince them. I'm surprised that it's going to be hard to convince them because these two have been through so many bullshit events where it's like, they should just believe the commander at this point. In that case, I'll have to bring a witness to the stand. Let's go talk to Shinano. I'm already losing my voice. I informed him of the change of plans and devised the quickest route to the Sakura Empire Pavilion. Meanwhile, I called Essex and directed her to prepare the Eagle Union fleet for battle. Commander, what's gotten into you? We can go to the Sakura Empire Pavilion, but why are we preparing for battle? Where are the French? What are you doing? I thought this was the French event. Were you serious about the stuff you told us? Why wouldn't we be? Of course I was! What a fucking dumb question! Helena, what the hell? I trust you. If danger is coming, then I'll help out. I led Memphis and Helena through the crowd and towards the Sakura Empire Pavilion. Ah, you better not run off on your own anymore. Oh shit, we haven't seen her in a long time. I'm sorry, Saruga, I didn't think I'd get lost here. Things do get pretty crowded on closing day. I wouldn't blame her too much for getting lost. Now how about I show you to the Sakura Empire Pavilion's VIP area. I cultivated knowledge of this place throughout my reporting, so I'll get you there in no time. I'm sorry for taking up your time, Alfredo. Thanks for your help, friend. Sedeknian staff are showing the Sakura Empire ship girls around. Shinano is likely to be in the VIP area. Let's follow them. That's fine, but do we have to be all secretive about this? They might be with the Crimson Axis, but I'm sure they let you see her if you just ask. I have my reasons. There's no time to explain right now. I don't know about this. She won't think we're weird? Don't worry, Memphis. The commander and Shinano have met in dreams. Helena was there during the Archerfish incident, so she backed me up. I see. Then let's go. Commander, watch out! Oh! Okay. It's a creature! It happened without warning. An enormous machine fell from the sky, obliterating the building in front of us with its pure mass. What is that? Helena, secure an evacuation route right away. Right. Commander, are you okay? Stay with us. I inhaled some smoke from the building collapse, but I'm just fine. Phew. This is a message to all ship girls on duty. Code Black, secure the safety of important personnel. Repeating, Code Black. Finally. Combat. So. It's getting quite fast into the action, I like it. There's a lot of cutscenes though. It's just how it is. Like a lot of cutscenes. False God's domain. So that's the false god. Let me guess, it's a fucking siren in disguise. Like the mainframe of one of them or so. Yeah, even though it's just destroyers, it's all fine. Level difference. Oh, Temerare's dropping here. There's a bunch of them are gonna be droppable here. So. I'm gonna do another 10 pull when I have enough money. It's just I didn't really prepare money-wise. I don't know, I think I wasted it on like gear upgrades and I was like, oh wait, event is coming up soon, fuck. Now I have no money. Sometimes I just go on a bit of upgrading spree whenever I see I have a lot of it. Broke fish indeed, yeah. But yeah, something just mentioned, Saturday, no long stream. I might do a stream very late for my time, maybe, but I won't guarantee it. And it's probably just gonna be something random that I just feel like playing. Yeah. Damn, I could doing good. I mean, she's Death 30, so not surprising. World Expo venue. Boom! Wow! I feel that was close one. Saruga, are you okay? Yeah, I just barely managed to get out of the way. Wait, what is that? Where did it come from? The pavilion's been blown to smithereens! Alfredo, please stay calm. Right, stay calm, stay calm. This is the perfect opportunity for a photo. I have no idea what just happened, but a journalist has to be ready to snap pics of every calamity as it happens. Sakura Empire VIPs, please evacuate. I handle the situation here. I'll fight too. Your chances are a lot better with a partner. Saruga, hurry over to Shinano. I'll take care. Hey, ow! What are you fools thinking? You can't win against that thing. Exasperated or furious, Saruga lifted up both of them and jumped away. Almost instantly, a massive mechanical leg crushed down on the spot where they had occupied a moment ago. In this chaos, it was impossible to get a grasp of the situation, let alone mount a counterattack. Commander, why'd you stop running? It's more important that I ensure everyone else can evacuate first. Prepare to launch aerial support. Yo, we are the only one that's in danger. Like, Ship Girl doesn't fucking care if they get hit. Got it, we'll handle communications. The power level is just like, oh yeah, they can take so much fucking damage. But nah, if that thing hits them, they're instantly gonna die. Wonky ass writing. If they need to take a hit for the story, they can take a hit. Usually they don't though. Helena sent the coordinates of that big guy to Essex. And let the people evacuating know that help is on its way. Alfredo, Shimakazu, Saruga, hurry this way. Thank you, Commander. And you, Eagle Union folk too. Saruga, Alfredo, we're saved. Thank you very much. Roger, we'd love some backup right now. We'll join up with them. Right, for the time being we have to focus on getting through this predicament. Oh, this looks cool. It's on level 25 though. I like this design. I just need to clean up all the other ships in the area. think this boss actually was in a cutscene already. I feel like I've seen this before in like a post-event stage clear cutscene. Less like a shadowy figure. They've shown it before, I'm pretty sure about that. Oh, these level 21s. I like this picture. It's cool. We need more suit skins. There, gone. Oh yeah, I also recently, I've been writing down some ideas for a few handcam streams. I need to, actually, I got the phone holder that I need for it. It arrived. Not at my house though, but at the package station. I just need to go pick it up. And I was actually having a few good ideas for what I could do for like some seasonal stuff. I'm not gonna spoil all the fun, but I have been writing down some things that I hope people would like. I want to take advantage of it. Yeah, just how to say it? I want to do a lot of different things outside of just games. The thing is just, I don't have any conventional talents like other people have, especially in the VTuber scene. There is so many people who have like really cool abilities. Build Gundams. I'm not into Gundams. Sorry, I'm not into them. I'm gonna build other stuff though. So yeah. A lot of things are just off the table for me because I either don't like them or just like don't even have the capability to do so on a personal level. A friend of mine is into building Gundams. She has built a few of them. Yeah, a friend of mine really likes them, and they take a long time. She just built. The ones she built look really cool, but it's not really for me. The problem also is for builds like that, you can do practice on like smaller things, but I just kind of wanna not put stuff I don't necessarily too into my home. I mean, that's a really good boss theme. Too bad the boss just died in a fucking second. Can we make it a bit louder actually? I think it's pretty silent. We're just gonna go into the playlist. It's impossible for me to be weak in this game. We like epic themes. Shortly after, World Expo venue, Eagle Union Pavilion. Underground emergency shelter. They have a fucking underground emergency shelter in their stupid cultural exchange pavilion. That is a very advanced shelter. Thanks to the air support, we managed to evacuate into the underground shelter. At first I had my doubts about what an emergency shelter would be set up in such a conspicuous location. But as the elevator took us deeper and deeper underground, the situation became completely clear. Sealing blast door and done. We're safe now, Commander. So this emergency shelter, was it set up because... Yes, that's right. As soon as we heard that you were on your way, Saratoga was adamant about beefing up our security just in case. This place isn't as nice as it could be if we had a few more days, but you can't take anything for granted when it comes to safety. Meanwhile, the background is hyper future realistic. Having all that said, I never actually expected it to come into play like this. Do the other factions know about this? No, we kept it a secret from the other factions. On paper, it's only a safe house where we store valuables and materials. Saratoga's been keeping secrets from me again. Still, I have to admit that she's really outdone herself this time. Yo, Saratoga is one of those ships that 100% are gonna get another version in the future. I wouldn't be surprised if she gets an ultra rare version at some point. As far as I can tell, this place has the materials for communication and battle command. Why don't we make this our temporary base? We've secured a safe house. Our next urgent matter is to figure out the situation. Let's test communications to other bases and summarize the situation in the venue. I can't get into touch with NY City or New Jersey's fleet in the NA Ocean. But it's weird, the communication signal is coming in strange. It's not like we're being jammed, it's more like it can't find out who I'm trying to communicate with. Likewise, it's like any communications going out of the venue can't reach their target. Communications in and around the venue seem to be going smoothly, so we at least have a grasp of the situation. But we have no idea what's going on at any of the outside bases. Helena is right, our signal isn't even being jammed, and this is still happening. Oh, we have a report of the forces around the venue. Things aren't looking so good right now. Essex handed me a handheld monitor as visual aid. This marked spot is the Eagle Union Pavilion. Of course, it's where we are. Our forces are focused on this underground shelter for the moment. We're safe. The Coliseum, the pavilion where the closing ceremony was held, was completely leveled by the initial attack. Meanwhile, we've gotten 10 of those massive mechanical eyeballs wreaking havoc across the venues. We'll call them Gazer for now. Our carrier-based aircraft haven't had any success trying to break through with bombs, and we're still in the process of gathering more information. Also, here's the situation with the Royal Navy and Iris Libra. Their pavilions were also heavily damaged by the attack, so they plan to gather their fleet and evacuate towards Malta. Something that is really weird about Azur Lane, which I will never understand, is they abbreviate or use shifted names for places where you know what the place is supposed to be. Like, for example, New York. It's always NY City. It's never just New York. But then you have places like fucking Malta being mentioned. Like, it's very inconsistent when it, like, actually name drops a place and when it just, like, uses a different word but you know what is being meant. Like how nations have different names, obviously, but you know what nation they are. Yeah, they're a little quirky sometimes with that. As for the other factions, Sadeknian feels recuperating around the only pavilion they have left, and are planning to launch a counterattack. The Zakra Empire is also buckling down to defend their pavilion and has already warded off one wave of attacks. The Dragon Emperor, their pavilion doesn't appear to have been damaged. None of their personnel appears to be on site. Yeah, the Dragon Emperor, seems like they knew what was going to happen and they just left a few days ago. There was a prelude event where it was just said, yeah, they just fucking left. On the other hand, the Northern Palaemon's pavilion was completely destroyed and we do not know the status of any of their ship girls. Intense fighting has been seen near the location of the Ironblood and Witcher Dominion pavilions. Though we aren't able to monitor everything in real time, it appears that several blueprint ships have been deployed and are currently holding the lines. That summarizes the situation as it stands. Per your orders, Commander, we will continue to gather information and attempt to contact the other factions. Well done, Essex. Well, I'm still nothing compared to Enterprise. I'm only following orders to the best of my ability. It's pretty hard to be optimistic about the situation. Even the hosts of the Sadekna Empire couldn't predict this attack. The abruptness of it prevented anyone from mounting an effective counterattack. Our unknown enemy's powers are knowledgeable, but it's clear that we're not getting out of the situation unless we work together. At this rate, we'll only go down one by one, instead we should... Beep. Finally, the comms are starting to clear up again. This is Illustrious, Royal Navy aircraft carrier speaking. The Royal Navy and Iris Libra fleets have gathered in the waters southeast of the World Expo venue. Something funny. The English are just flat out fucking called the Royal Navy. No one else has the actual Navy name outside of them. It's just quirky like that. They probably just couldn't figure out a different name to give to them in the past. As I'm sure you have seen, an unknown enemy has literally dropped out of the sky and is ripping through our defense as we speak. In order to defeat this enemy, our fleets have temporarily evacuated to Malta in order to reorganize our forces and plan a counterattack. All ships who can hear us, we implore you to come and join forces with us. Our fleets plan to strike forth in 1 hour. Until the situation is resolved, the Royal Navy welcomes all factions at our Malta base. We hope you will join us. Repeating, this is illustrious Royal Navy aircraft carrier speaking. I take note of their positionings through the monitor. Joining forces sounds lovely, but what if the Gazer attacks us? Will we make it to Malta in one piece? Commander, we've received a message directly from Illustrious. She says that her broadcast she wishes to join forces. We just saw it! Thank you for literally telling us what we just saw. She believes that with the extra firepower— okay, no, it's a different message. She believes that with the extra firepower of the Eagle Union fleet it would be possible to break through. What do you think? Should we join up with them at Malta? The idea on paper sounds good. We obviously want to consolidate our forces as much as possible. Unfortunately, gathering outside the pavilion only makes us easy targets. Given the lack of information, trying to throw together a hasty evacuation could prove more disastrous than just trying to weather the storm. We'll look into Malta, but for now we'll set our own meeting point en route. Shangri-La, pass all of that on to Illustrious for me, please. Understood. Commander, I've just received word from Shinano. She says that she'd like to speak with you in person. I can see the doubt all over Saruga's face as she hands me the communicator. Maybe Shinano told her about the dream. This one rejoices over your safety, Commander. Are you okay, Shinano? Thank you for your concern. This one is safe in the pavilion. After we parted, this one made some preparations ahead of time. We were fortunately not taken unaware. However, we cannot meet with the enemy in the venue. This one wishes to ask you of your opinion. Could this have all have happened because of our attempts to stop the dream from coming to fruition? If we had only waited and watched as zealotry took over, would things have remained peaceful? How will you overcome this difficulty? I don't know the cause, but now that the enemies have shown up, we'll just have to join forces and fight them off. Gathering all of the ship girls to fight by your side, a wise choice. In that case, there's a better place to gather than the Eagle Union shelter. Eavesdropping through our communication lines? Who's there? Sorry, I forgot to turn off my disguise. Prince Eugen, Ironblood. I've been listening since the commander took charge. Our side agrees with joining forces. Fighting scattered battles in a mad dash to escape sounds like an easy way to get yourself killed. As for where to meet up though, I suggest the Vicia Pavilion. You know all about the secret weapons in each pavilion, don't you, Commander? Well, did you know that the Vicia has a functional skybound wall installed? They most likely did it only to brag about the technology, of course, but it still provides us with a solid line of defense. Your shelter might be sturdy and a good option for keeping you safe, but it's hardly suitable for deploying a large number of ship girls. The Vicia's facility is big and it's located on solid ground, so you can fight back with ease. This is Karsane from the Vicia Dominion. I've managed to deploy the skybound wall without issue. Everyone is welcome, so please come if you so desire. I also have a crackhead theory about Karsane's design and another ship that they added called Saffron. This is supposed to be a destroyer. This is like a full adult body on a destroyer ship. Meanwhile, they added a heavy cruiser called Sufran that looks like a lolly, like the usual destroyer ships, but is a heavy cruiser. I think they swapped the artworks, is what's going on. I think they, or like at least this one, was not supposed to be a destroyer, but the other one was definitely supposed to be a destroyer for something else. It has happened a few times before that ships, like for example, there is an Ironblood ship where the artwork clearly is supposed to be a submarine, but it's used for a destroyer. It seems to be something that occasionally happens, most noticeably in events of this year, where very clearly ships weren't supposed to have the artwork that is being used in-game for the specific type or character that is being used. There was also one case where a ship called Enterprise, like a Royal Navy ship that also is called Enterprise, got added, that just flat out is the wrong ship. It's supposed to be the HMS Emerald. It even had the ship logo of the Emerald, but it's being the ship Enterprise in game. Something is going on that they do not have the correct artworks ready for the characters where they use other artworks that they have lying around. Everyone's welcome, so please come if you so desire. There you have it. How about it, Commander? It seems like the ideal move to me. You're right, moving to the Witcher Pavilion seems worthwhile, but... Are you still worried about me cutting into your conversation? Sorry about that, really. As you can all imagine, I've been listening in to all communications throughout the venue. Bro, I'm sure the Eagle Union and everyone else at that are doing the same thing. I was just able to interrupt your conversation because our technology is better. Anyway, Commander, are you ready to give me an answer yet? There are a lot of things I'm unsure of. How reliable the Skybound wall is, how prepared the communication equipment is, how sturdy the facility itself is. But it sounds like the benefits outweigh the risks. I believe in your leadership, Commander. Agreed, the World Expo is a place for us to put aside our differences and come together after all. It doesn't really make a difference if faction takes the lead, huh? I'm gonna predict it now. At the end of the event, it's gonna turn out Marco Polo was good all along, and this was her big brain plan to bring all the factions together, because right now, for no reason, the factions are still split, despite very often working with each other. Despite being split into Azur Lane and Crimson Axis. That's just how it's gonna end, I'm gonna call it now. There you have it, Eugen, we agree. One more thing, I need to share any and all information the Ironblood has on the status of other factions. Oh, you wanna know? Our infant's Adegna is the same as yours. The facility defense is top-notch. They've decided to gather at the Witcher Pavilion, and the Ironblood will see to it that they make it there safely. As for the Northern Parliament, they try to evacuate from the venue in an attempt to meet up with the Royal Navy fleet. But on your orders, they've turned back this way. They'll join up with you soon, so make sure you look after them, Commander. The Dragon Empery? Well, they left days ago, so they're long gone. Looks like they got lucky this time. That's all I've got. Will that do? We can discuss the details later, but for now, thank you for sharing. Sedekna will go with Ironblood, and we'll meet with the Northern Parliament. The Sakura Empire is doing fine in battle, so they should have no problem going to the Witcher Pavilion on their own. Please take good care of Saruga and Shimakaze for the time being. Goodbye. Stay safe out there. We'll meet again at the Witcher Pavilion. Commander, the Northern Parliament has safely arrived in nearby seas. It's good to see you safe and sound, Commander. We were going to meet with the Royal Navy fleet due to the buggy communication lines, but... now that communications with you have been restored, we'll obey your orders. Oh, and there's something I want to discuss with you. Several of those large enemies are heading for the Union Pavilion. It won't be long until you're in danger. Even our combined fleets will not be able to fight them off, so I still think the best course of action would be to retreat for now. The Northern Parliament Pavilion is in tatters if you're searching for another base. We actually already anticipated that. We'll be regrouping at the Witcher Pavilion. Excellent, I'm glad we're on all the same page then. Both Crimson Axis and Azur Lane. None of that matters under these conditions. As Commander, it's my duty to bring all of the factions together and rout the enemies that have been destroyed our celebration of peace. I expect no less from you, Commander. See you later. Now, if we can just get a reply from the Royal Navy and Iris Libre. We understand the situation, Commander. The Royal Navy will travel to the designated point. The Iris Libre fleet will accompany you too. May the Holy Iris guide you. Looks like we've managed to get everyone to agree to cooperate. Wow, I can't believe how quickly you got everyone on the same page, even though we were all doing their own things. That's my commander for you. Shush, that's a lot when the commander's trying to focus. Oopsie, sorry. Not that I mind though, Shimakaze's carefree spirit can certainly be a breath of fresh air. Regardless, we've only managed to organize the things somewhat. We still haven't turned things around. The enemy's identity, their motive for attacking us, and their weakness. There are still too many unknowns. Once everyone is gathered, that's when the real trouble begins. Oh, there's our commander. Love that profile. Commander unites warring factions in the midst of danger. Yeah, now that's a head-turner. So, let me get my rewards real quick. I think I have enough money to do another 10 pull, I think. I hope. Oh yeah, Marco Polo's annoying. That's Tilia, I don't like her, she's annoying. Give me that. Money. I think I'm also getting money from here. No. Well then. Wait, another one? Ambience level? Oh yeah, I'm getting heat from the story. Okay. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back. So. But yeah. I guess it's not surprising that the EN anniversary is the one where like they all work together for the greater good. Get torpedoed, idiots. Also, I think with the Fate simulation, every faction on their own has access to healing now. It took a while for Ironblood to get their healing. That one looks epic, I like it. Yeah, they didn't have a ship that had access to healing. So there's a bunch of ships that have abilities that trigger healing on your fleet or on your ships. And every faction had some access to ships who could heal others outside of Ironblood. Until now, Ruprecht getting the Fate simulation to upgrade her skill to be able to do that, Ironblood has no innate access on healing in their own faction. There was a few ships that have like self-heal, like self-sustain, but not to heal multiple ships. And you kinda, for like the basically top chapters, like chapter 13 and 14, you did not access to healing. It's just that you kinda need to have it. So if you wanted to only use Ironblood, for example, chapter 14, yeah, with fucking luck, it's not gonna happen. Because you have no healing with them. That's why I had to throw in Perseus into my fleet, specifically for chapter 14. Die, squid. Okay. And then 5 seconds again. It's not! It's spawned and got deleted! Destroyed. Man, this is kinda like annoying. With like the stages where it's like, the story is like, oh my god, there's these massive things attacking us, and then you go into the stage and the thing is level 25 and dies when you spit at it. Sometime later, the World Expo, Witcher Dominion Pavilion, nearby waters. After a few outbreaks of first fighting against drone-like enemies, we arrived safely in front of the Witcher Dominion Pavilion. Looks like that's everyone, Joffre. Activate the eastern skybound wall, maximum output. Incoming, prepare for impact. Pew! A geyser rammed into the skybound wall, causing the light to ripple violently. However, the wall still managed to hold. As if accepting that it would not be able to break through, the massive machine drifted off in a different direction. While I was running some numbers to estimate the defense capacity of the skybound wall, everyone around me could finally let out a sigh of relief. We'll be fine. The skybound wall should have no issues withstanding most attacks. I suppose we're safe now that the eyeball thing is gone. It seems like they won't attack us unless we launch the attack on them first. Yeah, this character This looks like a destroyer. This is not a heavy cruiser. This looks like a destroyer. She also just like looks really similar to the already existing French destroyers in the first place. So yeah. Also love the design, looks awesome. Even I in all my wisdom can't figure out what they're trying to achieve. They seem to be more focused on causing as much destruction as possible rather than attacking us. By the way, are we calling these giant machines geysers? They do look a bit like those monsters, straight out of books and movies. Another witch! Yes, 2 new witches. I don't want to look at those things anymore. Oh, Holy Iris, please give me the strength to overcome this trial. Sorry, I need to get a hold of myself. I can't be freaking out in front of the commander. Cassandra led us deeper into the pavilion until we arrived at the conference room. Veneto, Prince Eugen, Shinano, shipgirls from every faction were sitting around a large table. Despite the crisis we are in, just seeing all of them together reminds me of the hope in the air during the World Expo. Commander? Long time no see, Commander. How long has it been since we met face to face, I wonder, hihi? Welcome to the Sadekna Empire, Commander. Sadly, this is nothing like how I thought we would meet. Two leaders from guest factions and the leader of the hosting one. Though Eugen and Shinano did not seem particularly distraught, the same could not be said for Veneto. Imagine being the fucking leader of a faction, and your faction is just run by the crazy PR ship. Sad, isn't it? I thought you would at least get to enjoy the closing ceremony, and instead you got swept up in a disaster. As a Sadeknian representative, I'm deeply sorry. I know it's shameful, Veneto, but let's leave it there. You couldn't possibly have predicted this. The more pressing matter is what we do from here. Here's an idea. How about we capture one of those geysers and take the opportunity to study them? Who knows, we might even be able to produce our own in the future. While I appreciate your sentiment, please understand the gravity of the situation. Given our numbers, combat capabilities, and our lack of information, I do not think this is a battle we can take, even were we to all work together. We must gather every shipgirl in the Sadekna Empire in order to fight these foes. If I may interject, we still have yet to re-establish communication with anyone beyond these waters. Both Taranto and Rome are currently in the dark about our situation. In the worst case scenario, they may even be fighting geysers on the Sadeknian mainland as we speak. Rome is supposed to be here! Wait a fucking minute! The last time she showed up, she was literally inside the Colosseum of the World Expo. But now she conveniently is no longer at the World Expo. Interesting, isn't it, huh? That's a scenario I don't want to imagine. Lady Veneto, may I have a word? If there's one thing clear about this attack, is that you are the victims. On the other hand, we were truly no warning signs before this happened. A surprise attack with giant weapons of destruction was hitherto unprecedented. Not even the sirens have engaged on this scale before. Yeah, we're fighting sirens. Those are arbiters that we're fighting, like sirens. Well, good line of thought. These enemies might not even be sirens to begin with. They are. While should they have giant weapons of their own, something about them just feels totally different. Agreed, I'm afraid even we don't have any clues as to where they are. I would not be so quick to dismiss the possibility the sirens are behind this attack. That being said, Eugen has a point. These new enemies don't look like any sirens we're familiar with. Their behaviors are completely different. Arbiters. Yeah, it's just... yeah. But that still doesn't answer the question of the hour. Just what in the world are they? At that time, a report came in that the entire World Expo venue had been reshaped to the point of being unrecognizable. After landing, the geysers started to spew a mysterious substance into the air. Once the substance reached the ground, it started to spread and propagate rapidly like some kind of moss. As it grew, it devoured buildings and trees alike until it covered entire islands. Forgive me, but I have to interrupt your conversation. As though things weren't dire enough, I have further bad news. My reconnaissance planes have detected the presence of geysers beyond the general area of the World Expo. New ones are appearing in nearly every area that I've looked, all of them emitting that mysterious substance. It's likely by now that the Mediterranean and every coast surrounding it is within range of their invasion. Certain parts of the sea, no, even facilities on land have been covered in the mist. While it's hard to tell from afar with my aircraft, I suspect the reason our communications are still offline is probably because the mist has blanketed our radio stations. Speaking of the mist, it seems those clouds seem to be eating up our carrier-based aircraft. Once an aircraft flies into one, connection is lost, as though it was literally swallowed. I'd speculate this is either due to a loss of control of the aircraft or its outright destruction. She speaks the truth. I lost several of my own aircraft to those clouds. They're like beasts, devouring anything that flies into their mouths. Something's hid within the clouds that is swallowing aircraft rather than destroying them. As unscientific as that claim is, it's hard to dispute the reality. Even the clouds have become our enemies. What do you mean by that? Are you saying you're literally going to have to fight against clouds? That strange substance is going to cover our sea, our land, our sky, and our everything. This can't be happening. Guishan, do you reckon the same will happen to Witcher and Iris Libra? From the sound of it, it seems inevitable. If the sirens are behind us, it's almost as if we're trying to create a mirror sea in the real world. We've seen some of these phenomena before inside a mirror sea, but never something on this scale before. It shouldn't be possible to bring something like this into existence. Not without some sacrament of God. A vision from this one's nightmares has taken form in the real world. Have I seen a being of this nature before? It's not enough. It can't be. It is a being that must not be let free upon the world. Bad news upon bad news upon bad news. A crushing atmosphere enveloped the conference hall. Then, just as the mood was about to reach its lowest point, a shrill voice sent a chill down everyone's spine. What a spectacular view! That's Marco Polo. Did someone jack into our channel again? Why is everyone doing it to us today? Wait, isn't that voice... It's Marco Polo? You won't believe your eyes when you see this. Let's head outside, we must confirm it just for ourselves. Everyone rushed out of the Vicia Pavilion. High in the sky, an opulent throne floated in mid-air, illuminated by the golden radiance of the skybound wall. The seraphic wings extending from its side cast a deep shadow across the land, an array of complex machinery sitting atop a pedestal within their embrace. Embedded in the black of the throne was a large gemstone that resembled an eye. And in the middle of everything was the familiar figure of Marco Polo. The false Pope. Good day, pitiful mortals. Is that really you, Marco Polo? What's the meaning of this? Oh, can't you tell, after all my work making the series of events easy to understand? The kingdom of God has been made manifest in the sky and the sea. He descended upon the land and granted me, his emissary, supreme powers. Which is to say, from now on you will refer to me as Her Holiness Marco Polo. You're not making a lick of sense. Under normal circumstances, I'd shrug this off as a prank, but not this time. Do you know what you've done to the World Expo? You are its architect. You know better than anyone just how much money and resources we poured into the Expo to spread Sidekna's glory. And this ridiculous farce at once, Marco Polo. Spread Sidekna's glory? Ah, yes, glory. How did you expect to achieve that with some small garden party? And did you say ridiculous farce? How dare you? This is his great salvation. It's our chance at peace and unity. It's the beginning of a blissful eternal age of glory for all of mankind. And it was nearly all ruined just because someone here was a little too perceptive. As punishment, I will make you all kneel before me. I will give you one last warning. What you've done is a betrayal of our homeland. It's a declaration of war against the whole world. Really now, doesn't matter to me. How dare you? Kassane, take down the skybound wall. I will destroy this traitorous fool myself. Try to get Veneto to calm down. Don't let her get to you, Veneto. The odds are stacked against us right now. If Marco Polo truly is responsible for all of this, her powers are far greater than any of us here. You can't simply throw yourself at her when there's such a clear power gap, Veneto. Commander, forgive me, I let my emotions get the better of me. Jeanne d'Arc, what's the thing on Marco Polo's head? That is the crown of the Holy See, I'm certain of it. What I want to know is, how did she get her hands on it? The crown is supposed to be under Marseille's protection. Yeah, there was a prelude event about how the crown got lost. Oh no, did Marco Polo steal it? But in Marseille, in the stronghold on St. Helena. What did you do, Marco Polo? What's there to be shocked about? The crown simply came into the hands of the one who deserves it. There's no one more deserving of it than me, Marco Polo, the emissary of God. No, as a matter of fact, you should be thanking me for personally keeping an eye on this little crown. Of course, you can struggle all you want, but you're no more than pitiful mortals. Soon the kingdom of God will cover the world. And then all world's strife will vanish, and humankind may live in a timeless utopia. Naturally, I know the fears and misgivings you mortals have. But it matters not, the great undertaking has been accomplished. You do not need to know, and I have no obligation to answer you. All that's left is to wait for the chaotic noise to change into a beautiful hymn. The divine shall descend upon the land. Marco Polo is of the boisterous love of a woman possessed, completely indifferent to those struggling to lift their hands to gaze upon her. But soon she seems to lose interest and flies off into the distance. Beneath the golden sky, all she leaves beneath her is an ever-expanding expanse of white. Yeah. I don't like her. What a surprise. Anyway, time to destroy more and read more. A loud rumbling came from every direction. With Marco Polo's departure, the gazers that had previously been floating around aimlessly now started to converge upon the Vicia Pavilion. Marco Polo, why? Veneto, now isn't the time to wallow in despair. I think those gazers are coming back to finish the job. I can't believe it. Marco Polo's actually trying to get rid of us for good. A large fleet of Maspedus ships have appeared in nearby waters. Maspedus ships? Has someone called for reinforcements? I don't think so. They don't look like Sardakian ships, and they don't seem to be engaging the gazers either. I'll send visuals right away. Essex forwarded a picture to everyone present. Those certainly aren't siren ships. I've never seen mass-produced models like these. Jeanne d'Arc, Foch, what do you think? The more I look at them, the more I feel like I should know what they are. Oh, aren't those the Tribunal's Mechanicus Confessors? The one they made the prototype of? And that means... Wow, they mass-produced those? Joffre, do you know about this fleet? Well, it doesn't seem to be affiliated with the Tribunal. Beyond that, this certainly is news to me. I've never seen them either, and Lady Clemenceau has told me nothing about them. Cassane is close to her, so it wouldn't be surprising if she knew something about... Joffre emphasizes the word close to her, leaning in to give Cassane a pat on the back. He's clearly trying to get her to talk. These mass-produced ships... Cassane, may I have a moment? Why is her name red? Lady Clemenceau, sorry, things are a little tense right now. Well, you seem calm enough to talk, hehe. Cassane, take all Witcher Dominion ships and lead them out of the World Expo venue. I'll see to it that those gazers are amply distracted so they won't trouble you. Understood, Cassane? Yes, ma'am. Thank you for your efforts. I'll be waiting. That voice, that was Clemenceau, the Tribunal's representative. Lead us out of the venue. Why? Cassane, did she tell you anything? No, only that I should lead everyone out. But also Lady Clemenceau's orders, so we have to obey. If Marco Polo releases those gazers, then why Vicia? No, the Tribunal itself. Is that it? Are Clemenceau and Marco Polo in league with each other? That's a fake out. Lady Clemenceau, what is your goal? I think you can all agree that Marco Polo and Clemenceau's actions are related. Which means his mass-produced ships aren't our friends. Vicia and Marco Polo are in cahoots, or so we are being led to believe. But why would they reveal that at a time like this? If Vicia wanted to betray us, then... Talk about unexpected developments, huh? Sorry, can't fight alongside you all at a time like this. I'm sure this is the Iris's will too. If Lady Clemenceau says so, then we have no choice but to obey. The Vicia Dominion doesn't mean to make an enemy of you all. Please at least understand that. Let's leave aside what the Tribunal really wants for a second. If we let you take all the Vicia girls away, then that means the Tribunal's fleet can move freely, isn't that right? Commander, might I suggest we detain them from here a little longer? No, I'd feel a lot safer knowing that we have hostages protecting us from an all-out attack. I racked my brain over Clemenceau the Tribunal's motives. The Gazer threat is real and imminent. If we don't act fast, it will be too late. There's no reason to force ourselves to fight a losing battle either. Sailor's a traitor. Is the entirety of the Vicia Dominion, the Tribunal, or Clemenceau alone? What are Clemenceau's demands? to shake things up a bit so that we can get the ball back in our court. Clemenceau's demands, she only asked for us to evacuate to safety. If she really means to eliminate us, then she would disable the skybound wall. Sorry, she didn't say anything about the skybound wall. I assume that means it would be fine to leave it up. Cassane doesn't seem to be lying in that case. I'm counting on you to take care of the Witcher ship girls. Thank you. May the benevolent Ibis bless you in the coming struggle. Well, you're just gonna let them leave? You could call this a gamble. If Clemenceau has some means of disabling a skybound wall, I would think she'd already have used it by now. If the Witcher ship girls are scheming with Clemenceau, then there would be plenty of ways for them to leave this facility safely. So what's your think? But what if your gamble fails? I can give as many reasons as I want, but ultimately the decisive one is faith in our friends. Power of friendship. Witcher has never done anything hostile towards us. It's entirely possible that Marco Polo something is influencing Clemenceau into madness. I'm not about to start being suspicious of innocent people just because of that. There's nothing more important to me than having faith in you ship girls. Faith, huh? Even if we decide to be hostile towards you? If there's a way to bring you back to us and keep you from harming people, then yes, absolutely. Alright, fine, I'll go with your decision. I have faith in you as the commander of Azur Lane and as someone who cares so much about us. This one could curse too. Very well, whatever the situation may be, it's better to try and change the situation than it is to sit around doing nothing. I'd still like to have faith in our Witcher friends too. Thank you all, then we'd best be going. Excuse me, Cassane, I wish to ask you one more question before you leave. Do you believe that the Witcher Dominion is treating the path of righteousness? I wonder. I wouldn't really know, but I envy those who get to choose the path to begin with. With that, the Witcher shipgirls left the pavilion amidst the rumbling of the approaching gazers. Finally! Oh god, that was long. It's all really long. Man, my throat is just dead already. Oh, 29, just 4 level higher than before. There we go. These ships look dumb. Wait. Oh, hello there, Marco Polo. I saw something white, like he was like, oh, that's, yeah, there she is. She's kinda big. Time to shoot her down. Later down the line. She looks stupid. Also, they're shooting axes. It's even submarines. But yeah, in the end it's gonna be like, oh no, Marco Polo was mind controlled. She was never evil all along. Because they dropped so often like random voice lines of characters interacting with her going like, I don't think she's evil. It was like a pattern of, oh my god, she's so sus. And then someone else going, I don't think she's bad. So yeah. Two ultra rares and little destroyers in the front getting the MVP because the ultra rares don't even get to attack at all. I really wonder if at the end of the event, in the stage clearing cutscenes, they're gonna show off Jambard. Because man, she has been missing for a few years. I kinda have the suspicion she's gonna be the French Ultra Rare at some point. Like a second version of her. Like no retrofit, just a second version. It's just basically, it has been hinted at so many times, the same thing that was happening. And what was happening to Bismarck was also happening to Jan, and then they kind of pulled her out of the water. So, suspicion lies very related. She's gonna get the Bisco treatment. Oh, damn, suicide ships. For some reason I haven't seen them in a while. I haven't used suicide ships in events. Ever. I could be wrong with that. I'm probably wrong with that. The barrage of, forgot what her name is, it's actually pretty interesting. The blue one. Yeah, Bakatsuki, she's a cool barrage, I like it. I think she's in general pretty good for SSR destroyers. It's kind of funny how destroyers are no longer the worst ship type in the game. Because by now it's just heavy crews. Heavy crews suck at this point. Like man, they got absolutely replaced by CVs. Just like flat out, like not even different ship type, just like from power crept by basically the same ship type. With them being counted together as one. Ooh, level 30 is so menacing. Yeah, like the entirety of heavy cruisers got power crept. Because originally there was only Azuma who was the better ship type. But at this point there's so many of them that, yeah, like back in the day, level 30, back in the day, she was the only CB you could get. She was the only one you could get, and it took you a year to complete her. And then they added in more. And then they just flat out even power crept Azuma with Aegir. Like CBs, they can take more damage and they deal more damage. And there is nothing a heavy cruiser can do to compete with them. Even if a heavy cruiser has really good skills, like a really good loader of skills, they're never gonna be as good as some ultra rare CB. Because all the CBs are also ultra rare. It's so dumb. It is so dumb. Like, look at this. Let's go by rarity. This one is an ultra rare heavy cruiser. Absolutely garbage. Fucking garbage. These four here. These four are just busted. And like, Breast is considered to be the worst one of them, and even she just like outclasses any CA like by miles. It's not even funny. So yeah. And I was like in the past it was like the big meme, oh, destroyers suck, they are squishy, don't really have much good damage. But how the tables have turned. Like, heavy cruisers really need, how to say it? They need a buff, just a flat out buff overall. And they actually made a new ultra rare heavy cruiser in this PR patch, this one. Yo, she sucks ass, not gonna lie. The way how they tried to make her compete with the CBs is by removing her third slot as an AA gun, by giving her another gun. And even then, she can't fucking compete with them. It's ridiculous. They're just so good and power crapped. Yeah. Sorry, it's like a very game-specific rant. I can do a 10 pull though. Yeah, they're like, oh, how do we fix CBs being too good? I don't know, give the new ultra rare CA another gun. Okay, cool. Oh, it didn't do anything. Well, because her skills are badly done. Oh well. Her skills are also like terribly underwhelming. Non enhance. Because the CBs, not only are they just cracked in like being like the ship type overall, they're also cracked with their skills. So like Lemao. So. Hey, Saffron! Well, Saffron. Saffron. Saffron? No idea, I can't pronounce French. I don't speak frog. So we just need to get Guishan. And then I have them all. And I need to buy the last one in the shop. Judgment Day, huh? Honestly, I wouldn't even say that destroyers are good, honestly. Destroyers also kinda suck, it's just there's a few of them who are just pretty damn good. A few of them, but compared to like overall how many of them exist, that's like a 1% is good. And even then, I think the problem is more that, for one, CBs are just better CAs, plus light cruisers are ridiculously stacked. Light cruisers are a bit stupid strong. And like the difference between them and other, like just by class based alone, that's just quite large. Man, leveling up submarines takes so long. I've been using that submarine feat for like a long time, and that's still not done. If you don't feed them EXP with the EXP books, then it's kind of like, oof! Good luck raising them. Hey, my throat's already dying. I'm trying not to talk too much. That I have no gun damage also. Oh, the guns do nothing. It's all torpedo power. Oh yeah, right! What's her name? She does attack from the back also of her aircraft strikes. Hakuryu. Never used her really. In general, I really rarely use Sakura ships, just basically never unless I need to farm one of them for PR. Gone. Nice boss. Okay. Royal Navy Rally Point Iberian Peninsula Strait Fortress after the Geyser appearance. The blaring of anti-raid sirens through the air. Unidentified vessel spotted. You have entered our domain. Oh, the Royal Navy alert parameter. Identify yourself. Why is she using her old artwork? She has a retrofit. Repeating, unidentified vessels. You've... Miss Waspite not responding. Just approaching silently, not even attacking. Should I keep yelling at them? Same with her. Like, I don't understand why they keep using old artworks for ships that already have like a retrofit. Like, what's the point of using the old artworks? They're just worse. Please do, rather than being the first to attempt, you should plan to patiently work to understand the situation. I lost a PNG, yeah. What do you mean it's different PNG for this character? Roger. All three of them do, by the way. Miss Waspite, we've received word that giant anomalous machines have appeared in the nearby waters and along the coast. It seems they can move through the sea of their own volition. What should we do about them? I can see them even from here. Do we know anything about them? They don't look like siren weapons, and we think they are made from any of our faction's technology. In short, no. Understood. Are we able to communicate with other bases? We're doing our best to restore the connections now. We made contact with Malta base for a moment and learned that they were in situation, but we quickly lost the connection again. Unfortunately, we still haven't restored contact with the World Expo venue or Royal Mainland. According to Wide Area Recon, the distance between the Mediterranean and the Atlantic Sea are covered in fog. It extends from surface to sky like a wall, making it impossible to measure its height. We sent mass-produced submarines too, but we lost control of Recon ships and submarines alike the moment they entered the foggy area. They lost at sea. It's possible that we may be trapped in the Mediterranean. Oh no, it's like the clouds combined and turned into a big scary monster. The same thought occurred to me. This is an extremely abnormal situation, so we should be cautious. So we should stay calm no matter what, huh? The unusual substance emitted by those machines continues to spread. At this rate, it's only a matter of time. York, have you warned that mass-produced ships fleet that we will attack them if they don't identify themselves? Yes, I did, but they haven't responded whatsoever. Then they are the enemy. Hey, now they're using the right artwork! We have no more need for warnings. Her Majesty told us to protect this area, and that is exactly what we will do. All ships obliterate the enemy fleet. You have the fortress defenses to support you. Royal Navy, Rally Point, temporary Malta base. After the why is it so slow appearing? Geyser appearance. You also have a retrofit! Goddamn, use it! Act fast, everyone. Use active radars to help locate and mop up that gross, gooey substance. Cold start all inactive radars. Hurry, hurry. Ark Royal, how are things on your end? It seems to be a trend. No enemies coming our way, but the Sedekna Empire isn't looking good at all. Nelson, any idea what the properties of that glue might be? No clue, it looks like fungus, but also has metallic properties. It doesn't burn, it's surprisingly tough. What are we supposed to do about this? Are there any casualties? No, fortunately it's just kind of gross. Rodney, Jarvis, Janus, and Fortune are working to clean it up as we speak. You called? We're doing just fine here. In fact, we just discovered our secret weapon. Secret weapon? What have you done? It's a souvenir shampoo we were selling at the World Expo. We didn't sell much, so we got to take some of the stock home for free. Imagine our surprise when we learned that it dissolves that gooey stuff right away. Just shampoo it. Just fucking clean it up with some shampoo. That's more than just surprising. I'll come over and help. So it's weak to shampoo. Odd, but dealing with it is our first priority for the moment. I'll pass information on to Her Majesty and the commander right away. Defeated by shampoo of all things. Excuse me, may I take a sample with me? We have a whole pile of it outside. Take as much as you want. Le Terrible? Yes, that is my name. Where did you come from? Call it a secret passage. More importantly, a code message from Cardinal Richelieu. I wish to speak with whoever is in charge of this fortress. Could you tell me who that is? If illustrious is at the venue, then would you happen to be in charge? Sure, but what's this about the secret passage? Are you saying the Royal Navy aren't the only ones to know about it? The Iris happen to have a history with this place as well. Since there are sacred objects hidden here, it's only our duty to protect it. Whatever the Cardinal asks of us to or not, we're here to secure an escape route for our allies fleeing from the venue. That goes for my little sisters too. Right, will please allow me to assist you. Oh my god, it's just text. There's so much text, holy shit. Sedekna Empire Pantheon shortly before the Gazer appearance. A woman was basking in the tranquility of the ancient temple with her eyes closed. That is until the silence was broken by a girl's energetic voice. Roma! I finally found you. What are you doing here? Ah, Leonardo da Vinci. Are you really not going to attend the World Expo? I heard today is closing day. That's what I was going to ask. Aren't you gonna be at the closing ceremony? Yeah, where the fuck are they? No, they changed things to Marco Polo, so will be delivering the closing speech instead of me. I don't want to get swept up in anything big again. Not after that unexplained incident at the start of the expo. Really, don't worry about me. Go enjoy the rest of the expo. Trust me, I really want to go, but I can't. I made a promise to Alfredo not to leave you by yourself. While she's back at the expo, I have to stick with you. But if you go to the expo, then I can come along. Come on, you can be there as a spectator. You don't have to play an active role. As a spectator, you say? Let me think for a bit. Sure, I'll call Alfredo in the meantime. That's odd, why won't he connect? Is she in a line with someone or is she out of range? It shouldn't be possible with the ship girl only channel though. Beep. It connected. Wait, it's not my communicator ringing, but rather Roma's? This is Roma, who am I speaking to? I see you in the Pantheon. I've been trying to get a hold of you. Marco Polo, I thought you had a closing speech to deliver. You don't have time to call. Things have changed. The World Expo is in serious danger. No, not just the Expo, but the Sedeknian nation in its entirety. In accordance with the state of emergency protocol, I am tasked with resolving the situation. Until the state of emergency is lifted, all military forces in and around Sedekna are under my command. Roma, you are to head to the Expo immediately, prepare for battle and wait for further instructions. Is Veneto aware of the situation? I can't say, the Expo is a mess right now and I don't know where she is. Okay, so you, the woman meant to deliver the closing speech, have abandoned that duty and are issuing orders to ship girls. Even supposing our Senate state of emergency protocol was revised as you've described, I can accept your command based solely on what you've told me. Didn't you always have a disdain for politics? When you get so smart about this stuff? Simple, my gut's telling me that you can't be trusted. She's smart! There's been something strange in the air ever since the Sirens kidnapped me during the opening ceremony. That feeling intensified when you called me, the sanctity of this place, the time-honored history and customs of the Sedekna. It all changed the moment you came into the picture. Whoever you are not Marco Polo. Okay, cool, it's just not Marco Polo then. Cool. That's also cheap. A pretty cheap thing to do things. You've seen right through me, have you? Magnificent, let me tell you something. This place, all of it, has become the kingdom of God. Once its descent is complete, all war will end. Until then, take care and be patient. After our voices love from Marco Polo, massive explosions can be heard coming from outside the Pantheon. Holy crap, where did that giant robot come from? It's the coolest thing ever. Wait, no, not the time. It's coming to attack us, Roma. You need to get out of... The horns of war have sounded. Da Vinci, prepare for battle. We're going in. So it's just not Marco Polo, all along. What a surprise. Not. Select an Empire Taranto immediately after the geyser appearance. Wow, giant Dandelions are falling from the sky. Whatever those are, they're obviously not Dandelions. Blast, since when did the Sirens start fielding disgusting weapons like this? The area around Taranto is a mess. Worse yet, I can't get in touch with Veneto or Littorio. Abruzzi, don't you think we should set out to battle? No, best not to jump the gun before we know what's going on. Rash decisions have cost us too many times in the past. Good point, and hopefully someone will contact us very soon. This is Marco Polo, do you read me? Oh, it's you, Marco Polo. Thank goodness, this is Aquila speaking. Are you still at the World Expo? How's the situation over there? Do you have any idea what's going on? I had a feeling you knew something bizarre is happening. As you can already tell, all of Sedekna is in serious danger. In accordance with the state of emergency protocol, I'm tasked with resolving the situation. Until the state of emergency is lifted, all military forces in and around Sedekna are under my command. Aquila, you and everyone else at Taranto are to head to the expo immediately. Prepare for battle and wait for further instructions. To provide rescue and relief efforts, understood. Actually, wait, if I remember right, Veneto takes precedence over you on the chain of command. But instead of emergency protocol. What happened to her? Did she confer authority to you? Veneto this, Veneto that. It's always about her, isn't it? That's precisely why I've chosen this path. You know what? Screw all of you. Is she stupid? Instead of just saying, yes, she gave the authority to me, she throws a bitch fest. Hello, Marco Polo? Aren't you going to tell us what's going on? It seems you have to say something quite bad is going down. I'd be one thing if this was just another quarrel between them, but this clearly goes beyond any feud. That strange substance continues to spread even as we speak. Bad news, really bad news, everyone. Look outside, some ginormous three-legged robot appeared out of nowhere. It's releasing a mist everywhere and it's coming towards us. A white mist can't be. That robot must be the source of the spore-like substance coming up the sky. Abruzzi, Direco, let us prepare for battle at once. She's actually dumb. Oh my god, there's so much text. Somewhere the Mediterranean, which her Dominion fleet, immediately following World Expo evacuation. Easy, don't read would be easier. Having escaped from the World Expo, the Witcher fleet has ended up somewhere in the Mediterranean Sea. The Gazers did not even try to launch an attack on them, just as Tim and Sue had promised. You know, it's gonna look like we're the bad guys since we fled the Expo after it was attacked. Cassane, there's no one else around now. I think it's time you explained everything. What the heck is going on? What is Lady Lim so after? I haven't the faintest idea myself. Lady Clemency said she had an ingenious plan in store, but that's all. She wouldn't tell anyone what the plan is. All she would tell me is that everything will go if we do as she says. Only Cassane would naively trust that plan with so little information given. A plan she kept secret not only from the Senate, but also her own comrades within the Tribunal. I can only plan this will lead to something good. I see you've arrived at the first set of coordinates, Cassane. Has everything gone well so far? The commander left you alone, just as I said, no? Yes, you wouldn't have been able to leave the pavilion if had the commander not been there. We're fortunate the commander is a truly kind person. Not just kind, but reasonable and keen as well. Now I'll send you the next coordinates. Make sure you're ready for battle before you head there. That being said, you are under no circumstances to engage Nova or anything to encounter until you reach the coordinates. I will call you again once you arrive. Understood, Lady Clemenceau. The Decna Empire Venice. After the Geyser appearance. Seems we've hit the jackpot. So this is where the Senate has been secretly storing all those artifacts inside an inconspicuous warehouse. What are your thoughts on this story, Sally? I don't really have any. As I told you earlier, I'm not exactly an artifact appraiser or anything. If you want an expert opinion, you should go to Da Vinci. Cut me a break, it's impossible to get a hold of her. True, she's always busy with her inventions. But it's quicker to send me underwater than her, so there's that. At any rate, you're oh my god. Oh. My lungs are building up so much slime from talking. At any rate, your intuition is reliable. Vedo and I have had our suspicions for a long while, but couldn't find any leads no matter how hard we tried. Which is why I want you to search this place from top to... On that note, Littorio. It's dark and deserted in here, same environment as always, so... Don't make any sound while I'm investigating. I promise I'll be thorough. Littorio turned on her heel and was just about to leave the warehouse when... The Black Sun first came for Roma, now it's come for me. But why? I haven't touched any dubious artifact, so I shouldn't be seeing this. Maybe you don't see it in response to touching an artifact, but rather someone actively shows it to you. Then who would that be? The sirens or maybe Beep? It's been a while since we spoke, Littorio. That voice, is that you, Clemenceau? Witcher Dominion, what is around Toulon after the Geyser appearance? The Witcher Dominion erroneously performed a coalition fleet to respond to the imminent crisis, however... Wait, she's just here? She's just fucking here? She disappears for years. We get so many hints about what apparently, like, is going on with her, like constantly being teased a lot of times. And now she's just here, looking the same as usual. How disappointing. Return to the anchorage. You can't be goddamn serious, Clemenceau. The unknown substance will cause unimaginable damage if we don't do something about the enemy. Your ship, goddammit. Our duty is to protect humanity. Yes, I'm well aware. That's why I'm telling you to return to the anchorage. She's just gonna be here. How disappointing. Don't let the lives I saved from the commander go to waste. We're telling you not to fight, alright? If the Geysers launch a direct attack on Toulon, then you may counterattack. Piss off, you think I'm gonna sit with my thumbs up my ass while everything goes to hell around me? For goodness sake, I'm tired of repeating myself over and over. Gascoigne be a didn't persuade her, will you? Jean Bart requesting that you accept the Anchorage plan. Continue refusal resulting in Gascoigne engaging coercion protocols. So what the hell are you trying to achieve here? Don't worry, I'll explain once everything is over. Be a good girl now. God damn it. John Bart smashed her communicator into her rigging's armor, leaving a dent in it. Take your anger out on your communicator once of anything. If it breaks, you'll need to get it repaired. You'd be pissed too if you were in my shoes. I'm not about to train my guns on an ally. We'll head to that damn anchorage. Please don't feel the downcast, John Bart. I would suspect Clemenceau has a plan. That dress looks so bad. I have never seen such an incredible, garbage executed horny bait. It's supposed to be a coochie window on a dress. This looks shit. This looks horrible. This is ugly. Something I hate about some Azur Lane designs is like a lot of the horny stuff just looks bad. You're trying too hard and you're fucking it up. This looks garbage. Anyway, please don't feel too downcast, John Bart. I would expect Clemenceau has a plan. You are blessed sister ship after all. She must want what's best for... No, Clemenceau's changed. She's not the same person I used to know. Still, don't you think you should have faith in her? I should, but right now I can't. She saved me once, but I can't forgive her what she's done. When I stepped out of the freezing cold water and opened my eyes again, I made a promise to myself. That I'd make a different decision. That I wouldn't let the reenactments play out once again. That I wouldn't let my friends become puppets and pawns ever again. A stage 3. The thing is, like, sexy designs are great. I like them. I like most Azur Lane designs, but sometimes there is a few decisions that is just like, I see what you were trying to do here. You shouldn't have done that because it looks bad. It's like it doesn't look good anymore. It doesn't look sexy anymore. It just looks pathetic. There is a border between good horny bait and just trying so hard that it turns bad. And Azur Lane sometimes sadly crosses that border. I stepped out of the Witcher Pavilion and looked all around me. The mysterious substance was still growing, stretching and reaching out like a living mycelium that sought to pull heaven and earth into one. Hi Danny! In addition to the geysers, smaller enemies began to appear with greater frequency as well. Fortunately, between the Skybound Wall and the Alliance fleet's growing cohesion, the combat situation around the pavilion was slowly stabilizing. However, just reacting a standstill could hardly be considered a victory with how quickly the situation everywhere else was deteriorating. Our analysis of the mysterious substances brought something new to light. It may just point us to where these smaller enemies are appearing from. I checked the two pictures taken by illustrious recon planes that popped up on my phone. The first shows a place covered in white, dotted with hundreds of cocoon-like objects of varying sizes. Each cocoon is connected by a small thread, almost resembling cells, making up a larger organ. The second picture shows a cocoon rupturing and an indescribable enemy emerging from it. This is disgusting. What are these things? Beings that consume all matter, giving birth to abominations, multiplying. It's like a scene out of a nightmare, something that couldn't exist in reality. Even with the commander by my side, I feel fear. We may be in a new type of Mirasi, or perhaps even inside the one's dream. Not to be rude, but that just sounds like wishful thinking to me. Don't take it personally, Shinano doesn't understand the power you have, but I do. No, she is correct, I have no evidence, therefore it is natural that I be doubted. Reality as this one knows it, and the reality we are in have diverged drastically since the arrival of these geysers. Supposing that this is a dream, it would explain Marco Polo's and Clemenceau's unusual behavior. What we do not know yet is if you and this one are the only dreamers, or if all shop girls are. That reminds me, Shinano said the same thing back in AF, that the events of the Mirasi were a dream. Of course, no sane person would believe that. There's no way that an anomaly that has tangible effect on both people and reality is only a dream. However, it is a different story if we assume that we've been pulled into a space which functions like a new kind of Mirasi rather than just a dream. It's a very optimistic guess, but approaching the situation this way is the only way we can hope to resolve it. First off, all we're going to treat this space, including the geysers, the goopy substance, even the World Expo, as part of an anomalous Mirasi. To free ourselves from it, we will need to find whatever controls the Mirasi and destroy or neutralize it. That could be Marco Polo, or it could be a machine of some sort. Either way, I will lead you to victory. Commander, our signal is online. We have connected directly to the Space Needle Tactician line and can accumulate with all bases within a huge radius. Setting up cross-pavilion data transfer line signal array now. Royal Navy, Ironblood, Sakura Empire, Sedekna Empire, Dragon Empery, Nova Alignment, Iris Libra, standby. The Dragon Empery is gone. They're not here. Why are they suddenly now being mentioned? 3, 2, 1, Helena, turn it on. I don't know if there are spaceships. Fortress here, received, respond. Malta, Expo, please respond. There was a reason I had everyone avoid combat with the geysers and go through the risk of eliminating the enemies inside the Expo venue. It was so we could connect to the Space Needle and amplifying our signal, establishing a communication set with all bases around the Mediterranean Sea. The music is popping though, let me drink something real quick. I mean, presumably there's an Azur Planes game in the work. The flow of incoming signals all but overloaded the line. This meant our allies were out of there fighting as we spoke. At the same time, however, it also meant that this anomalous phenomenon was not contained to just the sea around the World Expo. First thing first, we need to sort the situation out and establish a chain of command. Leave that to me, Commander. Two heads are better than one, right? I'll help. Make that 4. Pamiat with Curus and I will assist too. I'm no expert when it comes to this stuff, so let me instead introduce someone who does. Thiele, come here and give these people a helping hand. Very well, I can do that. You two should support Noshiro. Certainly, Shinano. Working with our allies across the Mediterranean, we finally managed to get a basic grasp on the situation. Finally, we could pierce through the fog of war and seize the initiative. The Ogeses had appeared as far as Gibraltar, the fortress he managed to hold. I asked Warspite to mobilize the forces she could, and she's now on her way with her main fleet to link up with us. The situation in Malta, however, is far more dire. The garrison is being besieged and its defenders all but surrounded. In light of this, I put Eugen in charge of a small but battle-hardened detachment of Ironblood forces to provide support. Assuming they're able to repel the enemy and secure the island, the plan for now is that they will group up and return here. As for the Eris and Vicia fortress in Toulon, Clemenceau apparently group rested and defend an anchorage there. As far as the intel they shared told us, they have no idea what the Vicia's Holy Sea Fleet and Tribunal are up to. So to keep an eye on Clemenceau, they sent Jean Bart and her fleet away to be on standby. Then there was the Sedekna Empire, and their group were quite split. Marco Polo declared the state of emergency protocol to be in effect and made a call to all Sedeknian bases to inform shipgirls there that they are under her control. None of them believed her, however. Later we need to convince them to join our side. Aquilas went over on Taranto and eliminated all enemies in the surrounding waters. We're now regrouping and resupplying. Vittoria and Torricelli were in Venice, investigating a matter relating to their snake. Then when the gates appeared, they fled the area. Then they wound up alone inside a bunker, but it assured me there was no need to worry whatsoever, and they'll find an alternate escape route. It didn't stop me from worrying, of course. Based on Benito's lethal response to hearing them, however, I just had to believe they'd be okay. Then there's Roma and a few others. They were in the capital and had successfully repelled an attack on it. They said they'd mob up the stragglers and group up with us. More importantly, though, they told me a very important piece of information. That Marco Polo's performed some kind of ritual on her giant flying throne. Finally, there was one Sedeknian fleet near the Oasis port that we were completely unable to contact. It could just have been due to the weather, since the sensor appeared there just before the closing ceremony. Just to be sure, we had to run to send beacon planes there. All in all, our ally force includes everyone at the World Expo, a few Sedeknian fleets around the Mediterranean, scattered Eros Lichia fleets, and a Royal Navy detachment. Oh my god, I'm getting lightheaded. Oh. I'm actually getting lightheaded. The gases are powerful, but they aided the endless cannon fodder. We are outmatched and 10 to 1, but there's still a chance. Now what's our next move? Finally. It's like, oh my god, there's like so much talking. I'm just getting... Oh. I'm about to die. Yo, what the fuck is this? What the shit are you? What is that? What is that woman on the battlefield? It has a blanked out name. It's just something something orthodox. It is a human of the female body type. Oh, my game is out of date. Ah, typical Azur Lane. It's always like that. It just, it loves to spontaneously update. Especially with new events. Oh, the talking is making my head go funny. Takes a moment. Yeah, it's like wrecking me. No.
Azur Lane. Oh, 指揮官来た来た。で、今日はどう？
Okay.
プリン？私。
I'm trying to castle real quick. Oh, the shroom ship. I don't know why, but I always get so exhausted by specifically reading Azur Lane. Also have this really, really nasty slime. The more I talk, the more slime builds up in my throat and I don't know why. It's really, really, really disgusting. Bothers me. Yeah, kinda that. Kinda like that. It only happens when I talk like... When I specifically read a lot out loud. I should look up stuff, how to avoid that. I think it's probably because I'm not really used to talking this much. Or like reading this much and reading that fast. Probably also that I just am too fast anyway. There's probably ways to avoid it. I need to look that up. Yeah, it's like, ugh. I assume that's like something that just happens if you're just like not really used to using, like to talking that much, have such heavy strain on your throat. It probably just goes away the more you're used to it. But as of right now, it's just kind of annoying me. I'm eating a little bit on the sideline. Ew! Yeah, I think drinking water is the best idea. I'm not gonna sit here like, okay guys, I need to spit out some slime. Just spit real quick. No. Mount Vesuvius, the most dangerous active volcano in Europa that once wiped out an entire city in a single eruption. Is it? It's not really. No, it's not the most dangerous active volcano, it's a lie. Etna is way more active. There's more active volcanoes. What is the most active volcano in Europe? I'm gonna look that up, I wanna know. Fuck that, we're looking that up. Volcano in Europe. Germany, for example, has a volcano. Yeah, Mount Etna. But I spit something for 100 a cup. It's Mount Etna. It's in Sicily. I mean, it's also Italy, but it's definitely not Vesuvius. Then it's Santorini in Greece and Taida in the Canary Islands. Yeah, like Vesuvius is like not even a top 10. Fuck that. Fake info right here. Can't believe Azur Lane would lie like that. A woman clad in opulent black robes stood at the edge of a distant cliff, her eyes fixed on a crater that rises 1,200 meters above sea level. How high is it? It is higher than 1,200 meters above the sea level. It is 1,281 meters. Okay? It's a bit higher. Anyway. Yeah, but it doesn't. Oh god. However, the dozens of transparent communication windows flickering in the air around her show that she's not here for sightseeing. The higher you climb, the farther you will be able to see. Take in the fresh air and let it calm your mind. Up here you have all the time in the world to wait. There's no need for anxiety. Now all the preparations are complete. All that remains is for the easterly wind to blow. Beep. Clemenceau, where are you? Can you hear me? Why hello there, Marco Polo. I just arrived near the outskirts of Rome. All the roads were discovered with divine vestiges here. It took quite a bit of time to navigate around all of it. I told you, I should have set out sooner. Oh yeah, right, the poles already melted. The Neverlands don't exist anymore. In the Azur Lane universe, it's canon that the Neverlands have sunk into the ocean. That's why we don't have them in game. RIP. Yes, but I didn't want to raise suspicions. Don't forget that I'm the tribunal's representative. We need to get the priorities straight. It's not like you to say what's wrong. Have things not gone according to plan? Well, some things have. Beyond that, though, it's been an absolute train wreck. Good. It's those damn fools at the expo. They're hellbent on struggling until the very end. Sadly, they're still existing. I am sorry to announce the US probably still exists in this timeline, because even with that much more water, they sadly won't sink into the ocean. We need more water to sink them all. Wait a second, I skipped that. Couldn't even convince my fellow Sadecnians either. They wouldn't shut up about Veneto this, Veneto that. Some of them have even dared to challenge me personally. And from the look of things, it's not gone so well for you either. Why hasn't the Scarbound Wall been deactivated yet? If turning it off was so simple, it wouldn't have been a sacrament. Petition to move an actor onto the USA. It's already molten! We already melted it. It wasn't enough. We need another one. We need to melt. Even if we melt all the ice on the planet, I don't think it's gonna be enough. We just need more water. We need to nuke a ice meteorite flying past Earth to make it crash onto Earth so the ice melts and gives us more water. And that's how we will do it. We just need to nuke ice meteorites. Anyway. If you want it gone so badly, why not just use your Okuli die? Surely it cannot stand before the machines of true divinity. Of course, if I used all of their power, it wouldn't stand a chance. However, I can't. I have more important things to focus on. God's Descent has yet to be completed. I don't have the energy to waste on micromanaging the machines. World might get clicked to post that have water to floods the US. Water doesn't work that way, I'm sorry. If it would, that would be neat, wouldn't it? It would have all gone like a dream had the commander not been here. Then I wouldn't have been able. Then I wouldn't have to do this. Bah, by the way, the Witcher field is waiting for your orders. Tell them to put some pressure on the expo. Remember our promise. If my plan falls apart, yours will as well. But of course, the Witcher Holy Sea fleet is never idle. I call the girls in Toulon right away. I know how water works. Jean-Bart, do you hear me? What do you want? You changed your mind yet? You could say that. You have clearance to sortie. I take it you're ready and raring to go. Goddamn right, I can't stand to ignore those giant monsters for 1 more second. First I'm gonna mop up at the expo, then I'm gonna wipe out every last one in the waters around it. Good, you already have a plan. Yes, your enemies at the expo. Be endear and smite all the ship girls at the expo as well with the help of the Okuli Day, will you? What you say? The hell are Okuli Day, and what you mean smite them? They are the mechanical eyes of God himself. As for smite, you don't need me to explain that, do you? Don't worry, I've already evacuated every Witchin ship girl from there. The only ones left now are the sinners. The Royal Navy, Eagle Union, Northern Parliament, Iris Libri, Ironblood, Sakura Empire, and Sadegna Empire. They're all inhuman warmongers who torment the world with their reenactments, and then there's the one who leads them all. We've been hurt, mistreated, trampled, and made to suffer for far too long. Now the people responsible are all in one place. Isn't it an ideal opportunity to end them? All conflict will cease to be without their armies to wage war. Without conflict, there'll be no reason to divide ourselves into factions and groups. We shall have our revenge, purge the sinful, and prepare to welcome God. This is the last judgment, John Bart. I kinda like having ship girls as enemies. I like that so far. But it's just gonna be that they're being controlled by someone and they're not in their right mind, which is kinda unfortunate. Clemenceau, have you lost your goddamn mind? We are ship girls, damn it. Our duty is to protect humanity. Yes, reenactments are unfair and unjust. But I'm not about to kill people because of that. Our enemies are those giant eyeballs, not our own allies. If we don't do something about them, all of civilization is gonna be smothered under that nasty goo. Even if the world isn't all on our side, we need to stand together as ship girls and fight the real fight. The giant machines, Okuli Day, whatever, those are the real enemy. Yeah, that's the problem. I mean, it's different timelines. In technically, the port, the player, what we are doing with like collecting the girls out of a gacha pool like that, is a different timeline compared to the story. The player is living the good timeline. The story is the reality timeline. The original, not even the original one. It's the shit is happening timeline. As we speak, they're trying to destroy everything we're supposed to protect. I applaud your spirit, your heart is in the right place. However, you're wrong. They haven't destroyed anything and they will not lay hands on which we're supposed to protect. As I said, this is Judgment Day. The sinful must be punished and the seas must be wiped clean to make way for the kingdom of God. We will not forget nor forgive the pain we and our faith have suffered. Yeah, we're enjoying the riding all the ship girls in the good timeline. Meanwhile, they're just fighting each other here. I get it now, you're not Clemenceau, you're someone wearing her face like a mask. Someone's gonna put a stop to your psycho plan. I'm not gonna let these robots go to the expo. I'm not gonna point my cannons at my friends. You're saying you don't want justice? Your twisted idea of it? No, I don't need it. I'm not gonna follow any damn reenactments. I'm not gonna be controlled like a puppet. If those machine monsters are gonna go after the people I care about, then I'll stop at nothing to kill them, even if it costs me my life. And if you're on their goddamn side, I'll kill you too. Listen to yourself, I'm the tribunal's representative, I'm your ally. Clemenceau is more than that, she's my sister and she's not a servant to some fake god. Whoever you are, you're sure as hell no ally of the proud Templar Knights. Neither is the woman with the crown the Holy See hiding behind you. The only thing she is a clown. Clown, how dare you? You have insulted the emissary of God, a crime worthy of the divine retribution. Out of my way, Clemenceau, I'm going to teach this little rat some manners. Of course, by the name of the crown of the Holy See, I hereby excommunicate Jeanne Bart and all those who side with her from the Witcher Dominion. After delivering a punishment equivalent to exile, Clemenceau hung up without another word. Well, that's not a very easterly wind at all. What will you do now, I wonder, Commander? Yeah, this is the Judgment Arcana Siren Arbiter. It's Judgment. why the numbers are crossed out here is gonna be the Judgment Arcana number. Or Justice. Probably both of them actually. Probably working together.
勝敗は消した武器を捨て
Actually, there's a bunch of characters actually are insane that we can recruit, by the way. Mental instability does not stop a character from being playable. Even in a good timeline, they are mentally unstable, all of them. A bunch of yanderes and yangeres. Yeah, nutjobs and psychos.
勝敗は消した武器を捨て
Actually, there's one more down here. Ah.
武蔵ならここにいる昼には焦らない粛々と進む天末敵面熱戦
Whoosh.
新たにあなたの朝潮は指揮官のために頑張りました
Man. Psychopath events don't even be even longer than this one. Here we go. Yeah, another cutscene. Witcher Pavilion, sometime later. Commander, we just got word that the eerie sleeping Witcher Dominion forces have engaged the enemy. Witcher hasn't sided with Marco Polo after all. Find some good news, but given the Tribune's involvement, we can't assume that they're on our side yet. On one hand, Clemenceau did threaten us with mass-produced ships and gazes. On the other hand, we haven't been formally declared as enemies either. The Skybound Wall is still functioning and it has successfully kept the gazes at bay. Maybe just Clemenceau, maybe she's acting so unusually because she's under some spell. What should we do, Commander? We'll sail out to Asia and pardon her fleet. Got it, I'll be honest, there's a chance that this is a trap. But as you said, the rest of them didn't act hostile towards us and they didn't mess with the pavilion's defenses either. Right now we are all allies in the battle against enemies of humanity. It's possible Clemenceau has lost her mind and that she's pulling a ruse in typical tribunal fashion. Regardless, we're all ship girls. We were people with a common goal. I'm confident they feel the same way. The Royal Navy fleet should be arriving in any minute now. As for that secret passage, Roger. Shoot her down! Dive! Gone! Marco Polo is no more. I killed her. She got scrapped. Silence swept across the peak of Mount Vesuvius. This was the one place where the white substance, the divine vestige, had not made its mark yet. Bells are being forked across the Mediterranean Sea, but the sounds of war could not reach this tall peak. Oh, Clemenceau, where are you now? I'm on the way to the safe house you told me about earlier. The Tribunal's mass-produced ships have arrived, so it's time for me to set off to the expo. Magnificent, finally some good news. It's ridiculous how much pushback we've been faced when God's Descent is so close to completion. Thank goodness I have you to rely on. For your final battle, I have something nice to tell you. I chose the safe house you'll be staying in, especially for you. It's separated from the Senate's secret facilities by only one block. Also, you'll find Flandre waiting for you there. Flandre is a new PR ship. You heard that right, Flandre the blueprint ship, the ace up our sleeve, better than anyone else at manifesting religious concepts. Really, I would have never guessed she was so close by. I reckon she'd be of use to you, so I had her redeployed. Besides, she belongs to the Holy See, right? It only makes sense that you'd command her, not me. Now go, rendezvous with Flandre, take the Brunel's fleet with you, and head for the World Expo. I'd send Frentometa to assist you as well. Make those non-believers see the light of God. I will, Marco Polo. Don't worry about me, focus only on completing the rituals, who... Oh, she hung up. So you're going to show your full hand this early. Reckless as always, Marco Polo. And I hope you'd stay in the game for at least a while longer. Shame. It truly is a shame. Clement so lightly shook her head in disappointment, then extended a hand up to her holograms and tapped through a menu. Cassane speaking, I've arrived at the coordinates. What am I supposed to do now? I'll tell you, listen closely. Blueprint ship Flandre will come here to dare to meet you. She should briefly serve Marco Polo, but I assure you she's on our side. Whatever you do, don't attack her. Once she has arrived, call everyone to regroup with you. Then you will go to the new set of coordinates I just sent. Be ready for battle. Your enemy is a meter, Of course it was a fake out all along. Wow, what a surprise. Look, her name is green now too. How convenient. She'll think you're on her side, so try to catch her off guard. Be quick and incapacitate her with one blow. You must not skin her, and you must not let her get away. Just incapacitate her. Once that's done, call me back and remain on standby until your next orders. Did you get all that, or was I too shocking for you? Shall I start over? No, lady, I heard you loud and clear. I've committed it all to memory. By the will of the Holy Iris. Yes, by the will of the Holy Iris. Clemenceau terminated the call and closed all her holograms. She grasped her stuff firmly, held it high. And at the exact moment, Mount Vesuvius erupted. Well, rip everyone! Fuck all those people living there! The old tribunal's crowning achievement among conceptual weapons. Blanc, the symbol of conquest. Smoke building out of the sun, flames consuming everything. Finally, a horseman to signal the end of days. It really sets the scene for this climactic finale, hee. Now I'd better leave while I'm ahead of the clock. Although I've told Marco Polo countless lies, there's one thing I haven't lied about. That roads covered by the divine vestige are truly, truly awful to walk on. Wow, how surprising. Never saw that coming. Anyway. I like the design of this ship girl siren thing. Die. At least you don't need to clear out all the ships now anymore. I don't get why it's troops though so far. The status of news, oh god. What? What is it? How bad? very terrible news. Don't do it. How could you? Why? Why did you not just deinstall forever? No! You can't give in! It is the evil! Oh yeah, Fontaine came out like 2 days ago, didn't it? I'm not gonna reinstall the game, I don't care. The bratty Archon. Okay, I like the Fontaine designs for characters look pretty damn good. I really like the designs. But I'm not gonna play the game, it's just not, I just don't like it. It's just gonna be garbage after like one day of playing. I just, in general, I don't like open world games. I think that's also a problem for me. Why I never got too deep into Genshin. I can't stand exploring. I have not played a singular open world game that I liked. Yeah. Hi, Laito. My throat is dying. Thank you for asking. Yeah, no, it's just the genre doesn't go to me. Because the world is ending, Light, that's why. Oh man, on topic of ToF, a while ago, there was like someone looking over the finances of Tower Fantasy, and he was like mentioning how Tower Fantasy is kinda going down financial-wise, and then they actually, someone saw that from the company, then actually they made a statement about, no, the game is not gonna shut down anytime soon, blah blah blah. So basically like the ultimate shareholder. Just basically, it's just basically just a statement for the shareholders, and since then people have been more convinced that the game is just not going well, it's gonna shut down in like a few years or so, like 1 or 2. Yeah, they're not doing good. It's pretty funny, like usually when like someone says, oh yeah, game's not doing good, blah blah blah, like you just ignore it. Because you don't even want to make a statement to like even breed rats in the first place, to say it that way. But like responding to that was such a bad move. Especially because it was like so clearly it was just basically shareholder padding. Yeah. I would have liked to like the game. Basically, I would have liked to like the game, but I don't. You were on your FPS and freeze for 10 seconds, or that is not good. They also, man, on release there was too many goddamn servers. There was so many fucking servers when the game came out that you had like a very low amount of people on all of them, and then in Europe at least, you instantly have certain nations claiming a server for themselves. This is going to be the unofficial server for language XY. So when you make a European data center, it's actually a good idea to declare, at least for the big languages, what server is for them. So what happened was that if you didn't know what community was going to claim what server on EU, You just accidentally end up on a server where no one even speaks your fucking language, by the way. It's funny as fuck. I got myself accidentally on the server where everyone spoke Polish. I was like, oh, I can't understand anyone who's on the server. Great, I need to basically start on another server. You figure out which one is English. Yeah. I mean, if you're playing on an NA center, it's pretty easy to land on the English one anyway. But if you're like on a European data center, you're fucked. So you better look it up beforehand, or just roll the roulette until you find the right one. No, vielleicht sind in Spanish servers. Oh, I guess. I actively avoid German populated servers, not gonna lie. They're too cringe. They're too cringe. I hate them. Any server that has a heavy population of German players is cringe. These people are so unfunny. Or like Reva, they're getting too cozy. They're like very schmooving up to other people, like other German speakers, and it's just uncomfortable. There's a very specific demographic of weeps in Germany, and I don't like them. Hey! Any server with me is being blessed. I am a benevolent existence. I just mind my own business. I do not interact with people. I actively avoid interacting with people. So you will have the blessing that I will just leave everyone alone. Man, I hate guilds. I hate other people playing games. That is the issue. I despise having to co-op. I do not wish to interact with other people, because other people suck. I am the person who posts the middle finger macro when leaving the dungeon. A doppel-winged throw Marco Polo looked out across the world, watching the final minutes tick away until their audience of God. The throne and crown both shimmered, signaling that her great ceremony was close to completion. The seas began churning, and from the dark depths something began to steer, clawing its way into this reality. This magnificent feeling, God has come. Glory to Sadekna, glory to me. Let this be the start of a new age. A loud distant rumble drew Marco Polo's attention. Is that Mount Vesuvius? Why would it erupt now? More importantly, what is that? What in the name of white armor, a bow, and a horse? That looked so fucking goofy, the chibi sprite floating across. How is it flying when it's riding a horse? No, what am I saying? That doesn't matter. The real question is, what in God's name is it, and why did it just leap out of a volcano? Marco Polo stared like a deer in headlights at a giant knight, unresponsive to the fact that it was moving closer to her. It drew its bow and it's aiming right at me. Crap, I can't dodge it in time. Boom. Though she has avoided a direct hit, the horseman laser beam nevertheless grazed her throne's superstructure, causing a devastating explosion. Directly damaged from the shockwave and the damage of the explosion itself, the throne began to sway violently. Damn it, damn it, damn it, my wings, I can't maintain flight. Need to find somewhere to make an emergency landing. Get shot, idiot. Clemenceau's calling, now of all times. Clemenceau, where are you? You must have seen the giant horseman by now. What is that thing? Is it some secret weapon? Are we NATO the commander and control of it? I need help. My phone is breaking down as we speak. Forget about the expo. Come here and rescue me. I saw the first seal open and I beheld a white horse. And he that sat on him had a bow and a crown was given unto him, and he went forth conquering. That is Blanc, the tribunal's mechanicus harbinger of conquest, a divine machine made by mortal hands. Now, with the concept of conquest strengthened, I have regained control over the tribunal's mass-produced ships. Checkmate, Marco Polo. What? Was this your goal all along? You lied to me. You manipulated me, Clemenceau. It took you long enough to realize. While you're a good friend, your god was never meant to be. How could you do this? How could even you betray me, Clemenceau? We shared the same dream. We were kindred souls. We were the only person I could trust. I thought you were with me. I thought you were my friend. Don't sulk. I feel the same about your dream, and I'm thankful for all you've done for me. Likewise, our friendship wasn't a lie. I will consider you a friend. And that is precisely why I have to stop you. This is the only way to save Sadekna's future as well as your life. Why? Why would you do this to me? You will never be more than a jester, and I mean it in a good way. You're not fit to play a villain. A villain betrays. They betray their beloved nation, their family, and their friends. If you want my advice, let the true villain take on all the responsibility. While it is true that the nation of Sadekna has made mistakes, it's only a victim at the end of the day. In fact, actively cooperating with the commander may be to its benefit. Don't you think that would be a great first step towards spreading your glory? In the end, you're just a mortal, like the rest of them. There I am, a mortal and a villain, but even a villain can look out for her friends. Listen, Marco, I will not let you summon a false god that will turn you into a pawn. I will not let you destroy everything you hold dear. And most of all, I will not let you be tarnished with sin beyond redemption. There's no point, nothing matters anymore. Why? Why did this have to happen? I was so close, just one step away. It's over, my ideals. My perfect world. Muttering disillusionment, Marco Polo and her crumbling throne sank beneath the water's surface. Once more, silence swept across the world. That's it for the story for today. Next one unlocks in 25 fucking hours. Yeah. This is it for part 1. My throat is damaged. Really, really damaged. Oh. Tomorrow's gonna be part 2 to this. It's gonna be even more cutscenes. No more throat. Yeah. Oh, I need to make tea with honey. Like a lot of it. Anything else? Nope. I'll do some finished little maintenance before I leave. Yeah. Oh god. Every time. Also, by the way, this is Flandre. This is Flandre. The ship they were talking about. I'm gonna make her after Shimanto. I'm gonna start grinding on her. And then I'm gonna do Hindenburg and then last Corsage. I'm not rushing through them. So let me do some more pulls. She's good, yeah, she looks good. I like this PR badge outside of the ultra rares.
少年研修医
Hey, we got the last ship we needed.
あなたに天のご加護がありますように。
We got it.
私が言っても
That's the
しょう
last
が
one
な
we
いよ
needed.
ね。
That's all of them. I just need to buy Panleaf in the shop when I have 8,000 points. Let's give me that. Wait, let me check. Supply. Yeah, she has 8,000 points, and then I have all of them. Oh, what are the gear skins? Just show here. Looks okay, I guess. She also can drop from the map, so I'm also gonna maybe try to grind her out. Also a new gun. New gun is apparently pretty good, of what I heard. From the data mine.
また来ちゃいましたか。
So yeah.
いらっしゃいませ。
Oh, wait. Yeah. Too many Anchorage blueprints. Oh. Dot here. Also, you.
そう必死に
Wait,
なら
no,
なく
not
て。
you. I need to give these girls a EXP boost so the game starts recognizing to put them onto stuff.
いつも優しいシュ
Like
フラーお姉ちゃん
commissions.
でも怒ったら
I
アド
won't do that when the ship is just a level 1. You have given them at least 1 EXP.
褒めたたえられる存在であっても崇められる偶像に優れた技術は魔法に見えるけど
But yeah, I'm definitely
そう
gonna
と
like
きたの奇跡の
use the
技
witches. Oh, I'm done. I am very
そう
done.
必死にならなくてもいいよ落ち着いて
Man, I'm so happy once Mikasa is done because Misaka sucks. She's a terrible ship in my opinion.
膝
Absolute
枕が
garbage.
恋しくなった
Anyway, this is it for today. Tomorrow I'm gonna do part 2. Tomorrow's gonna be part 2. I'm gonna read out all of the stuff. Also gonna like farm it a little bit, depending how I survive. Also, I'm gonna prepare some tea already for tomorrow. I'm gonna take some precautions to not die. So yeah, part 1 is over. Got all the ships. All the ships have been gotten. So yeah, anyway, I hope you all have a nice evening. I'm gonna go now. I need to stop talking. So yeah, see you tomorrow. Bye bye.